All right, Shalom. Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, also known as Babylon or Egypt in the scriptures. We want to start out by giving all glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. All right, double honors to our apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. They're teaching that rule well. Salutations to the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out, in season, out of season, without making any excuses to make their calling and election sure. And salutations to the few women and children that do subscribe to the truth in faith and sincerity and all charity and subjection, because that is the key. Now we're out here another weekend to prophesy the downfall of America, but we wanted to get into cognitive dissonance, because contrary to popular beliefs, America is on its way out, man. Here it is, you got the Boeing 757 falling out of the skies left and right, and through that, Donald Trump is in he's in a state of disarray. He's in a state of disarray. He's discombobulated because that's a $5 billion contract that has been disannulled, man. That's $5 billion that would not go into the United States economy, man. And you have the critics exit that is being pushed by that wicked she-devil, Theresa May. All type of prophecies are being brought out this particular week, man. You know, if brothers had any other prophecies, you know, they seen through the spirit, you know, that is causing the downfall of America. But at the end of the day, you know, brothers can bring them out. But at the end of the day, we come out week in and week out, man. But these people cannot understand, nor will they hear or subject themselves unto the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And if a brother pull out that definition of cognitive dissonance, we'll get into it, because that's first speaking on you red Hebrew Edomites, which are also known as the so-called white man, you so-called Caucasians, man. You suffer, the entire race, the entire nation of Edom suffer from cognitive dissonance, and 2/3 of our people, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, also suffer from cognitive dissonance because you people refuse to hear the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You will bring that out, Baba Kusha?
John, this is the definition of cognitive dissonance. It says the state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions and attitude change.
And it says having inconsistent thoughts or beliefs. Here it is, the truth is being presented before you, and yet you people have the thoughts that have been perpetuated to you from the moment that you idiots were conceived, that America is the place to be, man. You know, you guys grow up watching too many Disney movies, man. That happily ever after, which the scriptures speak on happily ever after, and that happily ever after is only for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And an example of cognitive dissonance is, you know, Esau puts it, smoking cigarettes. Here it is, you have a label from the Surgeon General that said, hey, smoking cigarettes causes cancer. It causes adverse effects to your health. But yet people tend to negate or disassociate the negative effects based off their need because of their carnal flesh to want to feed that nicotine high, man. So therefore, it won't be me, you know. That's everybody else. But you know what? I won't suffer lung cancer. I won't suffer from emphysema. So you people suffer from cognitive dissonance. Though the truth be told to you, you people refuse to believe, man. And that's a part of that gross darkness that engulfs and covers the entire globe, man. If a brother pull that in Habakkuk, Baba Kusha.
Cognitive dissonance is it's like self-denial.
Yeah,
self-denial. You know something is wrong, you know, and you do it anyway. You know, in the back of your mind, you know it's wrong, but you do it anyway. So then you come up with all types of excuses and reasons as to why you should keep doing it. But that's that feeling of discomfort, is cognitive dissonance, like I was saying. You know?
Yeah, because Future is a prime example of cognitive dissonance. He told you in his music that what, y'all sold dope to my auntie. But better me selling dope to my auntie than another nigga out here selling dope to my auntie. He put antifreeze in the dope or whatever, and she died. But yeah, he was trying to find reasoning within himself as to why he could make more money selling dope to his auntie, man. So you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Seminole Indians are not you're not exempt, man. Yeah, you're willfully sinning, man. You can pull that out.
This is Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 5. Behold ye among the heathen and regard, and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you.
He said, you heathens, that's you so-called white people, you so-called Chinese, you so-called Japanese, you Japhites, which are you so-called Polynesians, you Hawaiians. He's telling you heathens. He's telling you first and foremost, because of course our people, they're not gonna listen, man, if you be up there 2/3, man. But he said, he's telling you heathens, hey, I'm gonna work a work in your day that you will not believe, though it be told to you. And how was it told to you? It's told to you by the mouth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, by way of his prophets, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the Heavenly Father and his Son, who you people ignorantly call God and Jesus, which the letter J did not exist up until 500 years ago, man. So what do you get the name Jesus? But that's beside the fact. You can read that back, Baba Gusha?
This is Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 5. Behold ye among the heathen and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which you will not believe.
So the Lord is telling you, I'm going to destroy America by thermonuclear fire. Those so-called lights, those shooting stars that you people see in the skies, oh, it's a UFO. It's aliens invading us. No, it's the angels of the Lord, man. The chariots of Israel, Yasha'Allah, man. Though we tell you these things, you people would not believe. Yeah, continue.
For I will work a work in your days which ye will not believe, though it be told you.
Though it be told to you. So it's being told to you right now by the mouth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through his prophets, man. Who you people look down upon and you scorn and you hold in derision. The so-called Negro, the so-called Latino, and the so-called Native American and Seminole Indian. The very people that you people shit upon this very day. We're the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're from the nation of Israel, man. We're Yasha'Allah. Salakia. You can pull that, Baba Gusha.
This is Mark chapter 4, verse 12. It says that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand. That any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them.
It says, seeing that they shall not see, hearing that they shall not hear. Though you see us, yeah, you read the Bible every day, man. Salat, let me not say it, because that's giving you idiots too much credit, man. You go to church every week, and you open up the scriptures, and you see the prophets in which the very people that you read in the scriptures on Sunday. You see us out here. We're held in derision. We're looked upon as the scowl of the earth. You hear the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're not reading the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're reading the exact same Bible that you people are reading. But we're reading it in full context through the Spirit of the Heavenly Father. And in it, you people don't see, and yet you people don't hear. You'll read that back, Baba Gusha?
Mark chapter 4, verse 12. It says, that seeing they may see and not perceive, that hearing they may hear and not understand. That at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them.
So you see it, but you don't perceive it. You don't really understand. You hear it, but you understand not the words that are being spoken unto you. Why? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua said, if you were able to see, if you were able to hear it and understand it, he would have to heal you, man, because he's a man of his word. But what? Just like the scriptures say that their minds are sealed with a hot iron, you people won't get it, man. The Lord has an angel. The Lord has an angel blocking your thoughts. Hey, man, I want to kill him. So Yahweh Shai has that angel sent down on the left-hand side to block you people from getting this truth. So what? He'll be justified in putting you to death. You can't say that you didn't hear. You can't say that you didn't see. You seen the works of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, but you people cannot perceive it, which means you people cannot understand or receive it within your spirit, which means you cannot ascend unto the understanding. Before you precept, Bible shop.
This is Romans 11:7. It says, what then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for.
Yeah, that's why Jake is smoking weed. Jake is drinking himself to death on these reservations. You Gadites, which are the so-called Native American Indians. You Seminole Indians, which are the tribe of Reuben. That's why you're on these reservations, and it's worse than the ghettos, man. It's worse than the dwelling places of Judah. You know, that's why you read that back, Bible Shop.
Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for.
That's why you guys are in a state of disarray. That's why you incorporate all these manners of wickedness through drugs and pharmaceuticals that Esau pushes onto you, because you're in a state of unhappiness, man. Why? Because the Lord is not dealing with you people, man. So you seek peace, you seek understanding, but the Lord is not giving it unto you. Was it any more on that?
It says, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Yeah, and you people are blinded, man. Lord willing, the men that are on this side shall be found of that elect, man. Because we understand, Lord willing, the Spirit stays upon us. Because right now, when we go into these scriptures, we have understanding. We see, we have that vision, man. We can see the things to come. We can see the past. We can see the things that are going on in the midst thereof, man. We see the downfall of America. You know, what's some of the events? You know, Trump is trying to make a push for trying to with the college loans or whatever. He's putting the spirit out there now that these colleges are gonna hold a certain burden unto themselves for the debt of the students that they allow to enter into their institutions, man. So that means that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, especially you women, you nigger women, man, you Gadite women, you Latino women, that when he brings forth this legislation, he's putting it as if Esau has the better brunt of you Negroes getting into college, and a lot of you, like you dope boys, you D boys or whatever out there in the world or whatever, because I knew you niggas back in the world, man. You join college, and what do? You ain't going to college to try to get an education to better your mind. Jake is literally going into college for one reason: to get that refund check, man. And what does he do with that refund check? He uses as a startup to kick off his dope boy career, man. And I've seen it done.
I've seen it.
Jake.
That's what I went for.
Jake going to college, and what? He applied for 3 classes. He applied for 4 or whatever to make himself be a full-time student. But the second, the semester started, he'll drop that class. So what? I can get more back on my refund check. So I can start this D-boy career, so I can be like Lil Wayne and Birdman, man.
Quick 3 bands.
Gucci Man, yeah. A quick 3-4 bands, man. I can put some new rims on my car. But Trump is stopping all of that, man. Read that back, Bible Shah, one more time.
It says, what then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded.
So yeah, you people are blinded, man. Here it is. You have the so-called Negro, Latino, the Native American, man. We're in a destitute state, man. But in that destitute state, we're looking for the Heavenly Father to alleviate us of this pain that we're going through. Here it is. Jake has money in the world. You got examples. Chris Brown. What more examples? Kurt Cobain. Man, that was a Jake, man. Pale-skinned Israelite, man. But yet they have the money within their hand. They have the women within their hand. But yet, for some reason, these people have suicidal thoughts. Why? Because they don't have that peace that comes with knowing your Heavenly Father, man, your power. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So that's what they're seeking for, man. But the elect on this side, when you come on this side to actually push the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and go through the hell and the torment that the average everyday American and people throughout the globe are going through, you still have that peace because you understand why you're going through it. I understand why I'm catching this hell now. So you know what? All I have to do, even though it's harder, you know, because the scriptures tell you what, for surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. With much wisdom is much grief, man. So we understand it. This pale-skinned Edomite, this red Hebrew Edomite shouldn't be ruling over me, man. But in it vexes you in the spirit to a certain extent. But if you truly walking in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you will endure. And to endure is to suffer patiently, man. And that word patiently goes into suffering. Long suffering, man. Patience is suffering, suffering is patience. Was it any more on that?
This is
Come. That was it?
I have one more verse.
All right, you can finish that verse.
It's verse 8. It says, according as it was written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear until this day.
And yeah, and that eyes that they should not see and ears that they shall not hear goes into the cognitive dissonance. Though these people understand the very things that they're going through, damn it, the government is against me. They're poisoning the water. They're poisoning the air. They're poisoning the soil. These people still find a reason to say America is the greatest country on the planet Earth. That's cognitive dissonance, man. Because you're trying to, though the truth be told to you, you're trying to rationalize within your own wicked mind why this place is a great place for you to dwell and this is the best place for you to be. You don't want to accept the hell and the hardships that you're actually going through, man. You don't want to deal with those thoughts. So therefore, you people disregard the truth and flat out reject it, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who you people ignorant call God and Jesus, is coming back to destroy this landmass, which is America, man. Which you red Hebrew Edomites took unworthily, man. Wicked, slaughtering the Indians and the Seminole Indians, man.
That's right.
The Lord is going to judge you for that, man. You guys have not gotten away with it.
That's right.
You pull your piece up. Salah. Because there is a such thing called justice. And the Heavenly Father is a balanced, is a just power. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination before the Most High.
Now for this, like in the Father, of course, the Heavenly Father, and the mother to the word, to the wisdom. This is Ecclesiastic, this is Sirach, chapter 3, verse 8. Honor thy father and mother, both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them. So, you know, the brother's going into, man, as far as the balance of things, that's the safety of answering the call of Yahweh Shem Yahushua on this side. Because by that, we're doing what? We're honoring the father, like I said, in the metaphorical or symbolic way, honoring the mother being the word and the wisdom, okay? And from that, we're gonna get the blessing of having stability and understanding in these times. Like the brother said, going through certain afflictions, you can actually deal with it a lot better because you have an understanding of why you're going through it. And that comes from honoring the father and also honoring the mother. Okay, so I'm gonna jump down. This is Sirach, chapter 3, verse 15. In the day of thine affliction, it shall be remembered, thy sins also shall melt away as the ice in the fair warm weather. So by us honoring our Father, our Heavenly Father, and honoring the real woman he's given us, it's not only comforting us in these trying times, walking through the things we have to walk through in the flesh on this earth, it's also melting our sins away, man, as ice in a warm day.
Yeah.
Hebrews 10:26. Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. Yeah, so basically, going back to the brother's point about sinning willfully, something is going back to his point about cognitive dissonance and about if you know better, you basically and you're still doing it, then you're basically sinning willfully. Read again, Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully after we have received the knowledge of the truth, so you know the truth. Okay, we're telling you, you know, we're basically warning you. We're telling you. We're giving you the knowledge of who you are, the knowledge and understanding. But Jacob will reject it. All right, and it says there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin. Yeah, so the Lord is not going to allow. The Lord is not going to allow you to ask for forgiveness.
Right.
Okay. Basically, your forgiveness is void because you already knew better. You know, basically, you're gonna have to be punished. Okay, because you basically did it anyway after you knew you shouldn't have.
You got it.
And that's a cut to them Christians too. You know, because they say, oh, well, ain't no one sin bigger than the next sin.
Exactly.
But if you know it's wrong to be homosexual or for another woman to like another woman, and you still do it, then that's straight cut.
Exactly.
And Jake is the biggest perpetuator of that double-mindedness, man. And Jacob, you catch all these Jakes say what? I know I'm sinning, but I know the Lord's still with me. That's a double-minded thought, man. That doesn't make sense, man. That doesn't make sense in any way. Really, that's Satan dealing with you, man. And Satan only deals with you for a season. Because angel of Yahweh Shemi is for righteousness, man. That spirit of wickedness is of the left-hand side, man. And that's through Satan. So Satan is preserving you for a season, man. But we understand that Satan is under the power of Yahweh Shemi, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself, man.
That's right, huh?
Yeah.
It's James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Yeah, and you Israelites are double-minded in all your ways, man. Just as we were speaking on these rappers. And Esau, hey, it's many examples of Esau being double-minded in this society. Here it is, you created a new beast on the planet Earth without even having to change his molecular structure or having to go into a lab by you creating the nigger, man. Not the Negro, not the Judite man. I'm talking about a nigger, man. That is a creation of Esau. And Esau created a problem which he can't even deal with at this point, man. Because Joe, that Edomite, that red Hebrew Edomite, Joe Biden said, yo, we know we caused this problem. He said it in a speech. We know we caused this problem of creating a nigger. But at the end of the day, hey, we don't really know what to do with it. So, hey, let's just go in prison and benefit off of it, man. That's the spirit of Esau. But that's the spirit of you Jakes as well in this society, man. Here it is, you guys speak on, you follow astrology, you follow palm readers, you follow people that read in crystal balls, you follow all manners of witches and warlocks on this side, but yet at the same time you say, I believe in God. Man, that doesn't make sense because you're heaping power unto your own self through the spirit of Satan and not giving glorification unto Yahweh Shemi. That doesn't make sense. That you're watching the stars and you believing on astrology, but you can't quote me one scripture. You can't pull me one scripture, but you believe in the Lord. That's a double-minded individual. These women, a man needs to be faithful to a woman, but the second he does something that's adverse unto your way of thinking as a man should move towards you, what do? The first guy that, so he shouldn't be treating you like that. Well, I gave him my number because you ain't treating me right no more. That's double-mindedness, man.
Hey, Jacob pay a palm reader to tell them the day they gonna die. But when we tell them that they're Israelite and they can receive salvation for free, they don't want to listen.
Yeah, and say they come up in an off spirit and we put a curse on them and say the Lord is gonna kill you. You guys are hate mongers. Right. All you guys are pushing hate. But the palm reader just told you gonna die on April 3rd, 2023, man. But you ain't hating him. You paid him, and you think you shook his hand. Thank you. You finna go live your best life, man. Yeah. Before April 23rd, man. But you hate us. That's a double-minded man that's unstable in all his ways, man. And that's the spirit of America within itself. Period. Here it is, you go throughout the globe, you rape, rob, and murder, and you pillage every continent in which you set your foot upon, but yet you're the bringer of justice and you're the bringer of peace. That doesn't make sense, man. That does not make sense in any thought. You have something about? Yeah, pull that Isaiah 30 and 10.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book.
Yeah, and was it noted? It was noted in a book, man. Write it upon a table, noted in a book. We have the book. Though you people, it was a transliteration. You know, we can't trust it. Then why the hell are you even saying that you believe in a God, man? You might, if the calculator, if you know that 1 + 1 is 2, and you keep going to the calculator, and the calculator is telling you it's 3, it's 3. You have to disregard that entire calculator because it's off. But yet, that's you people. That's you people. You guys don't, you say you believe in the Bible, but yet at the same time, you come against the Bible. Well, that's not of the Lord. Well, disregard the entire Bible, man. The calculator is wrong, man. Because when you go into the word math, the etymology and the root word goes back to the Hebrew, which is amath. And what is amath? Truth, man. 1 + 1 is 2. That's true. Though my favorite number may be 7, 6, or 23, it's 2. It's the truth, man. And these scriptures are the truth. So he said, write it on the table, write it within a book. You will start from the top, Uncle Shah.
This is Isaiah 30 and 8. Now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, blind children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh Shah.
It says rebellious children, man. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are very rebellious against the heavenly power, man. Yahweh Shah. Why? Because you say you believe, but yet when the scriptures are brought forth to you in its fullness, you reject Yahweh Shah. And when you go into that word rebel, it means to war, man. To war against your power, Yahweh Shah. So you are rebellious children.
Isaiah 30 and 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah, and that goes into cognitive dissonance, man. Hey, don't tell me the truth. I don't care about the truth. I care about how I perceive the world, how I view the world, and it allows me to walk throughout the earth and to continue my wickedness with in a good spirit. But that's speaking on you Israelites, man. That's the exact spirit in which you people come in. That's why you come against this truth so vehemently, man. You come against this truth so harshly, and you're a stiff-necked people. Why? Because you don't want to hear the righteousness of the scripture. You don't want to hear the laws and the rules that actually cause Yahweh Shah to look upon you with favor. You want to hear the smooth and sweet things. Oh, you know the Lord is going to save all Israelites, whether you be a 1/3 or a 2/3. That's all Jake want to hear is the honey. He don't want to take in the bitterness. He don't want to take in the meat of the scriptures. He just want to continue to eat honey, man. And that's these people. That's why you people go into the Nation of Islam. You're in these harlot houses, which are also known as churches, man. That's why you'll go to palm readers and witches and warlocks and sorcerers and mediums. Why? Because you want to hear smooth things. You want to be prophesied to see. That's why people love IUIC. That's why people love GOCC. They want to hear the smooth things. Hey, these red Hebrew Edomites that went throughout the globe, rape, rob, and pillaging the world and putting people to death, they want to hear that they can make it. But the truth is, contrary to popular belief, they're going to be handmaids and servants in the kingdom of heaven for all the ones that don't be destroyed here in America by thermonuclear fire. You want to be prophesied deceit, man. Why? Because you had one white girl or whatever that did you right back in the day. Or I have a white auntie. I have a white father. I have a white mother. And hey, if you have a white father, you ain't no Israelite anyway, man. So that's the hell with you, man. But that's what you people want to hear. You want to hear lies and deceit prophesied unto you. Read that back one more time, Uncle Shah.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
And we see all things, man. Before it said, it speaks on the prophet, but the scriptures, it says the seers see not. Why? Because we see only based off what the scriptures have told us through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. we wouldn't be able to see the downfall of America, which of you red Hebrew Edomites and you heathen nations, if it wasn't for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua putting the spirit on us to have an understanding of the scriptures, man. All right, get in on that? All right, you got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 11. Get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Yeah, so Jake, what? Hey, you'll see Jake do that. Jake see the prophets on his side, see the brothers, the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Jake could go on the other side of the streets. Why? Because they don't want to be condemned in their spirit by hearing the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So in that day, Lord, I didn't know. Lord, if you'd have just showed it to me, I promise I would have changed my way. Wrong. You hearing it right now, man. And the Lord is going to judge you whether you be an Israelite or a heathen, man. His word is going out. Period. That's why Jake turned aside. Get out of the way. You'll read that one more time, Baba Bishop?
It's Isaiah 30 and 11. Get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Yeah, and that's you these pastors and preachers do. They cause the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to cease from being before you, man, because they prophesy lies and deceit to you people, which you people so graciously embrace, man. You don't graciously embrace the truth that is coming out from the true mouth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. On this side is coming by way of his servants, the prophets, man. Lord willing, we be of that number. You don't want to hear it, so you want to get out of the way. If you come across a Hebrew Israelite video, you go straight to a big booty bitch, man. You'll go straight to a funny video. You want to be in a mirth spirit. You get out of the way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Why? Because the truth will hit you like a Mack truck, man. It'll hit you like Tyson in '88, man, in his prime, like putting you flat on your back. That's how the truth hits you, man. And you ain't got no choice but to deal with it and look up like, damn, shit, I might as well go ahead and get right. All right, you got it.
This is Psalms 1:1. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. You know, and those is the men of the Lord. You know, we're not thinking on like terms as everybody else that's in the world, man. You know, we got our own path that we believe in, and that we're gonna have integrity about, man. You know, we're not gonna think the same thoughts that you wicked people do, because at the end of the day, we know that the ways that you're going about things is death, is leading to death, man.
Okay. Yeah, and to just, you know, to pivot, to make a pivot move within the spirit, still within this same topic, Jake allowed these people cognitive dissonance to be the reason in which why they fall out of this truth, man. And we're not gonna be swayed by the mean looks, the harshness, the fact that you people have us,
I guess
people use us
same thing you get or whatever. I don't know what they got.
Derision or whatever. We're not gonna allow that to be the reason why we forsake Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Shall persecution separate us from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? Hell no, man. You pull that bubble shot.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, and these red Hebrew Edomites, they don't believe in the Bible, man. And if a brother could pull up that definition of incredulity, Baba Bishop, because that's going into that unbelief, man. Because these people don't believe that we're the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. These people don't believe that the Heavenly Father, which his name is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who you people ignorantly call God and Jesus, is coming back to destroy this place, man. That he actually is a living power, man. You people don't believe that. You don't believe that he actually has people on the planet Earth that come in his image, which you people have in derision, that you people hold for scorn. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man. We are the true Hebrew Israelites, man.
If I can say real quick, bro, but that's what's gonna make the destruction of this place so sweet, man. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't realize, first of all, people, as the brother's going into, people don't understand what's really happening here. Like through the mouths of average so-called everyday men, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, has put the Holy Spirit on certain men to bring out and pull the prophecies out of this book. And through us, Lord willing, we are that number, speaking these words, no matter what we look like in the flesh. Because it could be a man like a straight up Edomite, that's an Israelite, that's a prophet, that's deemed to be a prophet before birth. No matter what we look like in the flesh, the Most High Yahweh Shai, using our fleshly vessels to bring this word and pull these prophecies out is decimating this place, man. and that's why it says it'll be so sweet. Nobody sees it but us.
It says, seeing that they should not see, hearing that they should not hear. You had something?
I had the definition.
Hey, you can go there and do the whole yours as well.
This is the definition of incredulity. It says the state of being unwilling or unable to believe something.
And what, is that not cognitive dissonance?
Yeah.
Though the truth be told to you, you disregard and you negate the facts thereof for your own carnal flesh, so you can partake in your pleasures with ease, with an appeasement of mind, man. That's cognitive dissonance.
So speaking, just think about the scripture that's written down. Lord, this is the foolishness of the world. This is foolishness to the world right now. This is foolishness. Saturday afternoon, the weather's great. Why are these men out here on another Saturday reading, teaching the Bible? You could be out in the world doing something. Anything else in the world right now. This is foolishness.
Yeah.
The Lord is using something like this to push His word, man. Confound the word.
This is part of the Most High's plot twist. You know, you watch a movie, you don't be expecting something. You know that's why people go to these churches, man, because they expect a nigga with a $3,000 suit and some whack ass gators to bring the word out. But meanwhile, like the brothers going into, man, the Lord's using your average, typical men, you know.
Speaking on these, you sheeps and wolves and
yeah.
Hey man, and that's why Jake is they're so quick to cleave onto these Creflo dollars or whatever, because the scriptures tell you they think that gain is godliness, man.
Fuck WD-40.
That's you people, man. You people think that winning on this side is godliness. The Lord God be dealing with me. I got a plenty of God. I got a bad broad. I got two children. I got a dope ass house. I got a good job. Hey, the Lord ain't dealing with that, man. The Lord only deals with you when you're at a lower state, and the only option that you have is to cleave and to cry out unto Him, man. That's when you know the Lord's dealing with you. Damn. Hey, man, I couldn't pay my rent. My car note was due. I ain't had shit in the refrigerator. And for some reason, I stumbled across $1,000 I was able to pay it off. Whether it came by brothers or whether it came by, any, hell, you walk across a bag and there was some money just laying in it, which would rarely damn happen. But that's through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. He wants his men in a low estate so you can cleave and trust in Him. You put it out.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. It says, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men. It says, verse 26, for you see your calling, brethren, are there not many wise men after the flesh?
It's too much. We'll start from the beginning.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. Because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men.
Yeah, and why is this considered foolishness to the Most High? Well, because we're kings, man. We shouldn't be out here doing this. We're heralds. The guy selling the newspaper. We're the news reporters. This is foolishness unto the Most High. It is you. The greatest thing that He created within the universe is sitting out here in rain, sleet, sunshine, and snow, being held in derision and being ridiculed by the basis of men and His own people. That's foolishness unto the Most High. It's like, they really shouldn't be going through that, but hey, it's necessary. Why? Because the elect has to be woken up, man. And this proves through your foolishness, that you putting yourself in, because when you go into the word humility, it goes into humiliate, man. So we're being humiliated before the eyes of all men.
Spectacle,
we're being made a spectacle. Why? Because we trust in Yahweh Shai that much. That's just like a woman or whatever. Here it is. You get caught cheating, so to speak. Not saying it's just using as an example. Here it is. I cheat or whatever. And she catches me. I say, hey,
What y'all in?
I ain't dealing with you no more. And she, but I love you. I need you. She jumps. She throwing herself in front of the car. You ain't leaving me. No, you ain't going nowhere. I need you. That's what we're doing until Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey, he gave me the truth, Lord. You ain't gonna take this from me now. I'll do whatever it takes to please you, to be pleasing in your sight, man. That's why this is foolishness unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we're putting ourselves in that place to be humbled by him, man, through our works. You can continue.
It says, "And the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men."
And we're in a state of weakness. Why? Because we don't have the money to bring ourselves up out of this destitute state. We don't have the military capabilities of Esau to defend ourselves if he was to come down with 20 cop cars right now. We're in a state of weakness. You read that?
It says, "And the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men."
So the weakness of us through the Spirit, we're stronger than these people. That's how, through our weakness, we're cleaving unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua evermore, man. And through it, we're stronger than men. We're stronger than any gun, any weapon that Esau could bring against us, man. Because the scriptures tell you what? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man.
That's right, huh?
You get it?
It says, "For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. The Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And these things of the world, and things which are despised, hath the Most High chosen." And this what we doing right here, right now, is despised, man. We are despised for the Lord right now. We hate it, man. For what? We simply teach the simple things. You try to keep the law to the best of your ability. Don't be your own section. This is despised, man.
Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
That's right. It says, "And the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and base things of the world, the things which are despised hath the Most High chosen." It says, "Yea," it says, "and the things which are not to bring." It says, "Yea, and the things which are not to bring to naught the things that are. No flesh should glory in his presence."
Oh man, things that are not bring down the things that are, man. Because we really consider lower than low on this side,
Yeah,
man.
finish.
Even like, even men who had a certain level of worldly notoriety, so to speak, and like now they pretty much, people in the world calling, man, what happened to so and so, man? I remember him, man. He used to do this, whatever talent, talent the Most High gave us. And we became nothing, just like our Lord. Walking with the same spirit as Yahweh Shah. Our Lord came low, riding the ass, man. All right, so we come in that same spirit. That's a good thing, because all we doing is following the spirit of our Messiah, Yahweh Shah.
Hey,
That's right.
how many more you got? I think we'll probably about 5 minutes. Somebody else step in. Slack.
This is Psalms chapter 107, verse 28. It says, "Then they cry unto the Lord in their trouble, and he bringeth them out of their distresses."
Yeah. No, you got it.
John, so hey, that's what we're doing now, man. We're crying out to the Lord. When we see the trouble, that we were in, but he brought us out of it, man. And even though, like the brother was speaking, we look like fools amongst the world, and we understand what we're doing right here, man. And we don't care. We don't care what these people think, man. We don't care that they think that we got on dresses, or we don't have lineups. Hey, we crying until Yahweh Shem Yahushua to get us out of here, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
First Thessalonians 5:21.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:21. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Yeah, and it says prove all things. So we're proving our love unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're proving that, hey, the Lord is dealing with us. That, we built for this walk. Lord willing, we continue to endure. And it says hold fast to that which is good. And what is good, man? These law, statutes, commandments. But I wanted to get into that definition of hold fast, Baba Rashad.
When?
The Greek word is kateko. It says to hold back, retain, refrain, going away to restrain or hinder the course or progress of. This is that which hinders to hold fast, to keep secure, keep firm possession.
It says to keep or to keep firm possession of, man. That's what it is to hold fast, man. So we're holding fast on this side. So don't let that incredulity that these people have against you, those mean look stuff, that I'll kill you niggers, man. You guys are preaching hate. Hey, man, the hell with all of that, man. The Lord said hold fast to that which is good. That's how you prove all things. That you actually have faith in him and that he's dealing with you, man. That's how you go about it, man. You keeping this word secure, and you keeping the spirit of Yahweh securely within yourself. And you the scriptures tell you, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind, man.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. Did you have that?
Hebrews 3 and 6.
Yeah, come. Brother, pull me Revelation 3 and 11.
This is Hebrews chapter 3, verse 6. It says, but Yahweh Shah as a son over his own house.
Yo, so this is Yahweh Shah, man, over his own house. And who's the house of Yahweh Shah? The elect, man. The 144,000. And then the rest of the nation of Israel. Because he died for even the 2/3 sake, man. You got it?
It says, whose house are we if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of hope firm unto the end?
You read that one more time, Baba Shah?
Hebrews 3 and 6. But Yahweh Shah as a son over his own house, whose house are we?
So we're the house of Yahweh Shah, man. Lord willing, we continue to endure. We're the house, man. The men that are actually pushing forth his word and pushing forth his spirit in righteousness, man. Boldly and stiffly. Continue.
It says, whose house are we if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end?
It says, holding fast that confidence, man, and the rejoicing. So we rejoice in the hell that we catch. We have that confidence that Yahweh Shah is dealing with us. How do we gain even more confidence? By doing the works and doing the things that are pleasing in his sight, first and foremost, by coming out here and pushing this word, and we see the prophecies actually playing out before our eyes. That builds our confidence, man. That the fact that we actually see America falling before our very eyes based off the words in which we spoken through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. So it's not of us, but he's proven all things through us, man. All right,
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Yeah, so the Lord, what did the Lord say? He said, behold, I come quickly. Did he not say he was going to come as a thief in the night? And the brother went into what it is to hold fast. It's to hold securely and firmly, man. You know, like a thief, if he done stole a bag of money and it's wrapped up, hey, man, he'll get his foot caught in the bell trap. He'll lose that foot before he lose that money, because that's what I went in there for, man. That's what I went in there for. So I'm going to hold firm unto what I have within my hands. I'm going to hold that bitch like Emmitt Smith. I'm not dropping this, man. I'm not dropping this. That's what the Lord is telling you. So what? You don't lose that crown. You'll read that one more time, Baba.
Revelation 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Yeah, hold fast to that which thou hast. So Yahweh Shah is giving you the handoff, the quarterback. Boom. I got it. Hold fast. Hey, don't let no man take that crown. Why? Otherwise, you're going to be found as a fumble-prone running back, man. You're useless. You're going to find yourself out of the league like all these other fallouts, man. Simple. That's
right.
Incredulity based off these people cognitive dissonance, man. To hell with what these people got to say. Hold fast to your crown, man. I don't care what my mom, what my mother, my grandmother, my brother, my sister, or my colleagues have to say. I'm finna hold fast to that which is good. I know I hold a crown within my hand, and no man can cause me to drop it but me, man. But me.
That's right,
You got to continue to walk in the spirit of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And with that, I'm going to step down and let another brother blaze in the spirit, man.
For the brother get Sirach 2 and Sirach 2 and 10, Proverbs 10 and 3, off the shot. No, because, hey, we don't, keep going in the same spirit, man. Hey, because we got to understand, the mission that's at hand and what we are here doing, man.
Right.
We got to understand and look at the men that was before us and how the Lord, protected them from what they did, such as Moses, leading Israel out of Egypt, Paul going to the different churches, edifying and lifting up, the trials and tribulations that the men went through. Hey, these are the things that we must look upon to understand and ultimately to have that belief that the Lord is dealing with us, man. Hey, if I continue in my path, in the righteous path that I'm on, man, hey, I will seek salvation, man.
Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, ever any trust in the Lord that was confounded?
That's right, man. Hey, any man, like I was saying before, Moses, Jonah, that's a perfect example of what will happen, if you have that little doubt, man. Of thinking that, hey, man, I can't do this, man. Hey, the Lord casted Jonah in the mouth of some fish, man. Hey, just because that little doubt that he couldn't prophesy to the city of Nineveh, man. Hey, like I said before, Moses. And you think that Moses could have parted the Red Sea if he had that doubt, or that he could have led the entire nation out of Egypt if he had that doubt? Right. He put his trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Got that word confounded. It's my word confounded. It says as an intensive frustration. It says odious, detestable, damn.
Only thing I'm not gonna get
all generations of old, like
my parking pass expired.
They would never damn it when they called upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They had the spirit of the Lord. That's the same trust that we see. It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
That's right, man. Hey, all the shots from brother Joshua 1:9. Hey, the Lord is going to guide us to our salvation, man. Hey, read that last part again.
It says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
That's right. He's not going to forsake us, man. Hey, these wicked heathen nations and 2/3 of our people have forsaken Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. They don't want to listen to us, man. They're disobedient. So therefore the Lord is going to forsake them. And otherwise he wouldn't, like we say all the time, not saying the Lord wouldn't do it, but it wouldn't be fair for the Lord to say 2/3 of our people. Because we're sitting out here like brother was going into before, and we're crying out to ultimately to the Lord, but we're crying out to our people to turn away from their wicked ways, man. But they don't want to listen, So it wouldn't even be right for the Lord to say 2/3 of our people,
This is Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttered her voice in the street. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
That's right. Hey, that's what we're doing now, man. We're in the chief place of concourse, crying out, man, to our people. Hey, man, how long will you love simplicity, man? How long are you willing to be a simple-minded person? Hey, Esau is your enemy. Esau did all sorts of abominations to our people, and now they having our people could have their trust in them Hey man, turn away. Hey, y'all about Shimmy our shop is your true power. But our people want to be simple and not listen to us, man.
That's right.
You know?
It says, the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
That's right. Hey, Baba Shah, brother, get out. Hey, it says fools hate knowledge, man. You know? Hey, hey, Jake hate knowledge, man. Because they fools, man. They don't want to read. You know, Jake don't have an attention span to watch a 10-minute video. You know, they rather just go out and just do all matters of wickedness because ultimately their flesh are taking over, man. Romans the 8th chapter speak about what happens if you let the flesh take over, man. It's death.
Real quick, that's the importance of getting back to our culture and our heritage as well, because we were always known as men of higher learning. So the whole concept of Jake out wanting to get into real knowledge, real information. I mean, and when Jake do it, they try to get into pretty much a little bit of everything, but instead of getting to the meat of really our essence. It's really a product of Esau Edom, man, because even in school you always taught it's not cool to be smart.
Right. That's right. Hey, that's a good point. Hey, that's why they bully the nerds in school. Hey, ultimately, the nerds, hey, they trying to, they really the ones who right in the right. You know, they moving in the right spirit. They trying to get up out of there. Meanwhile, Jake skipped 3 classes and be in high school 6 years. Nerds be trying to get out of there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Then they get picked on, you know, and then guess what? They get singled out. The men of the Lord get singled out.
We the nerds.
We the nerds.
We the nerds, man.
That's right. And guess what? We like being the nerds.
Yeah, we trying to get out of here.
That's right.
We trying to make it to the kingdom of heaven. Hey, the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, seek those things which are above. Hey, that's what we're doing, man. Hey, that's that wisdom and knowledge, right? You know.
Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
The answer is no, man. That's right. Hey, the Lord was there on several occasions, man. You know, hey, scriptures say that when 2 or 3 are gathered, I am in the midst. Hey, Yahweh Shem Shah is here now, man. That's right. You know, hey, this is part of our deliverance, man. You know, even though, like we were speaking before, hey, we look like fools into the world, man. We out, you know, on a Saturday, like the brother was saying, almost damn near perfect weather. You know, we could be doing anything, hey, but we looking like fools for y'all about y'all shop. Right. You know?
It says, on whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
That's right, man. And again, the answer is nobody, man. You know? And so we gotta have that belief and that faith, you know, that the Lord is gonna deliver us, man. Hey, me and the brother in the Barzal just did a lesson, man. Hey, that's being don't have too much. Don't so like you're not being too humble, man. And because ultimately, man, these people of the world walk over. Then you'll lose that faith. You know, be thinking that the Lord ain't dealing with you no more because everybody, you know, talking down on you. You know, saying you're a piece of shit. You know, because you don't want to go to the Christmas dinner, you know, or to the Thanksgiving dinner. You don't want to open up a present, you know. Hey man, hey, forget it, man.
You gotta be assertive. You know, you gotta be assertive. You know, you can't just be a pushover. You know, like the brother said, being too humble, because these people will take your kindness for weakness.
Yep.
You know, right. And then next thing you know, you go into, you know, you start with going to a Christmas dinner, and the next thing you know, you go into every little occasion.
Next thing you know, you the neighborhood jolly leprechaun on St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
But they go into that spirit you say, it's a little leaven the whole lump.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right.
Oh yeah, even with like how you were bringing out with Moses, guess what? Moses, here it is, the Lord working through Moses, but then you still had the men that were following, still questioning Moses.
Right.
You know, talking shit.
Hey, but that ain't turned Moses around. He's like, nah, we just gonna go back to Egypt, man. I don't even believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Moses went back and told the Lord, hey man.
Yeah.
What the Lord did.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Holding around and storming the clouds. So I think you're talking shit against bring out Moses. Destroy your ass.
And when Moses came down from Mount Sinai, man, he rebuked Israel, man. And they was worshiping the golden calf, man. He ain't say, all right, we'll go back, man. We ain't even go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring out that Proverbs 10.
This is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 3. Yahweh Shemyahushai will not suffer the soul of the righteous to vanish, but he will casteth away the substance of the wicked.
That's right, man. The Lord wants so I can read that one more time.
This is Proverbs 10 and 3. Yahweh Shemyahushai will not suffer the soul of the righteous to vanish.
That's right, amen. And we believe that, man. We believe that the Lord won't suffer our soul to famish, man. So we believe that the Lord will give us salvation, man. We won't taste of death, man. You know, we believe that the Lord is going to deliver our people, even though some of them may taste death, man. Maybe get hit with a missile, man. You know, we believe that our people are going to come back through the man of the Lord in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, we believe all those things, man. No matter what these people may say about us, man. Even though you know, time is not moving. Hey, that's why Jake really don't want to come into this thing, man, because the time is not moving how they want to.
Yeah.
Right.
You know that Jake like things to happen quick.
Time.
You know.
Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna get a quick precept for you. But that's spot on point. That's how our people move. They gotta, a major event gotta happen to get them on point. You know, but other than that, they just gonna continue on in their casual life, you know, as if that's the purpose of the Lord when it's really not. And the scriptures tell us otherwise. Let me get this quick precept. This is Daniel chapter 12.
So 8 and 11.
12 and 1. I'm gonna get it real quick. It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So you're supposed to be in the spirit of seeking the Lord now, while you still got a little freedom out here, man. You know, while you still got, you know, time to make money and go on dates and stuff. You're supposed to be in the mind frame of seeking the Creator. Because a lot of people out here that's moving, they oblivious to the fact that evil days are coming. All right, and we ain't talking about just 2 and 3 days. We talking about when it hit. That's gonna be the remainder of America. Okay, when that evil day hit, from that point on, that's gonna be America's day to day, man. So a lot of people out here they underestimate the evil that the Lord is gonna bring to the earth. So they put off day to day seeking the Lord. Okay,
procrastination.
That's right, and that's a demon. Procrastination is an evil spirit that's on our people. You know, it's an evil spirit. It's called the spirit of slothfulness, man. You know, they put off from day to day because they're able to go and purchase, waiting in the line and buy some J's. You know, or they could go on a date. They can buy this car and that car, and they think that that's life until them evil days come. You know, till them evil days come. That's when what you gonna see Jake doing? Hey, where the men at? Where the men at that was out there that was saying this? Hey, you should have took it into accountability when you had liberty. You know,
like Jake just walked by and turned and came back and asked, hey, what y'all are? I was like, we're the Israelites. He's like, oh yeah. He kept going, man. And that was his time to sit right here and listen to what we're talking about, man. You know, because like the brother was just saying, in those days, hey, Jake gonna be looking for us, but we ain't gonna be here, man. You know, you go ahead.
So real quick, go right with what y'all brothers bringing out. This is on the book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
That's right. Hey, in our affliction, man, we're gonna seek the Lord early, man. This is our grace period, man. So the brother get John 9 and 4. Hey, this is our grace period, man. You know, we gotta do the work by seeking the Lord, man. You know,
yeah, I got you, man. Sirach 51 and 30. Work your work, be times, and in his time he will give you your reward.
That's right. B times meaning early, man. Doing the work early, man. You know, hey, so the Lord can give us our reward. What's that reward? That crown, man, salvation. You know, and that's why we out here, man. That's why we're praying. You know, that's why we're doing the feast days. You know, the Passover. You know, hey, the Day of Atonement, man. You know, hey, we take this thing serious, man, because we understand what's at hand, man. You know, we understand that the Lord is coming back with great vengeance, man. You know, and ultimately, He can use us as a vessel, you know, to destroy our enemies as well, too, man. That's right. You know? Right. Yeah. Yeah, the Lord can use us to save somebody too, man. You know, just by hearing, it's happened. Well, not it's happened, but it's going to happen. You know, just by hearing the word, the word, you know, a brother, somebody may come across your lesson. You know, somebody may just want to have a basic conversation with you, and the spirit will draw them in and be like, hey man, what you really into?
And it is happening. It is happening. Think about how we was once on the other side. We heard the man of the Lord, we heard the truth. You see, and the men still pushing. Okay, until that day, you know. But as of right now, if you still in it, you winning. Okay, so we are. The Lord is using His men to save lives. To save souls.
Yeah, save them. That's heavy, y'all.
It says,
destruction.
I don't know. It says, in His time, He will give you your reward. So going back to your point, His time. You know, it's not on your own time. You know, and it's all about how the Lord will magnify you, and it's all the Lord's time. And just like brothers were saying, how you know, Jake wants this thing to happen on their time. They want to see destruction. They want to see the kingdom of heaven immediately. No, man, you got to what they do is they hasten the day. But look, it's the Lord's time. Only the Heavenly Father knows when this thing is gonna happen. That's way off. Got it.
I got one for y'all real quick. This is our Psalms 130:5. It says, I wait for the Lord, my soul doeth wait, and in His word do I hope. We gotta wait. We gotta go.
Hey, that's patience, man. And we gotta have that patience, man. You know, hey, the Lord don't move on our time. What's that? 2 Peter 3. Hey, the Lord don't move on our time, man. We gotta understand that, man.
My short time is I've seen patience. Now we've been around a few years. Every Jake look at me like, damn, man, cook. Yeah, another 10 years old, man. You know what? I can't do it.
That's a great thing in the world.
But you're not going to faith.
And you gotta have that long-term mind state. You know, patient today, but have that long-term mind state. You moving at the time pace of the Lord. That's right. He's not under the sun and the earth. You know, He's not under that scale, that clock. He ain't governed by, you know, a 24-hour time period. So His time is different. He is time.
That's right. That's right.
I got a quick precept to add to what y'all saying. This is Luke 21:19. It says, in your patience possess ye your souls.
Hey, man. Hey, that's really all you gotta need to know, man. That's right. You know? So read that one more again, Baba.
Luke 21:19. In your patience possess ye your souls.
That's right, man. Your patience possess your souls, man. You know? Hey, hold fast to what you have, man. Understand that hey, look at how you once were before you came into the truth. You can see that the Lord is working, man. You know, you can see look at an old picture of you before you were in the truth and now, man. You can see that you don't even look like the same person.
Right.
You know? You can tell that the Lord, and I say this as humbly as possible, but you can tell when the Lord is dealing with you, man. You know? Just by the understanding that you have with the scripture. Just by how you dealing with your brother. Just by even the words that's coming out of your mouth, man. You know, you can understand. That's how you can tell that the Lord is doing something, man. You know, within yourself, man. You know, hey, I ain't gonna give it away, but me and a couple of brothers went to see that movie Us last night. You know, I ain't gonna give the movie away, but hey, yourself is your biggest demon, man. You know, you gotta understand and be willing to purge out these demons, man, or else they're gonna take over. You know?
you'll have it where you know your rib will be there with you. You'll have the Lord have it where you start to shock your rib. She expect you to move a certain way, but then you grow in the spirit, stuff happen. You be like, I don't worry about it. Man, the Lord got it. You know, that's just Satan. You go sit on the rails.
Yep.
Then she be like,
Yeah.
you know, so I'm used to you being feisty.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
Let the Lord work it out.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly
That's
right.
it. Hey, and that spirit rubs off on the people that you're around.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it puts them in that spirit, in that mind frame as you, because they gonna know, you know, the man, you know, he sets the tone of his household. The environment of the household is according to the spirit of the man. So if you see a man that's all frantic every time he encounters a situation, his wife gonna be like that. His kids gonna be like that. But you see a man of patience, a man of you know, diligence and whatever, and that spirit gonna rub off. You know.
That's right. Go ahead. This Ecclesiastes 8:1. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. Yes, so there's that change, okay? That it says a man's wisdom shall cause his face to shine. So these people actually witness and they feel the presence of the Lord, okay? And even people that we used to know in the world, when they come across us again, they see a whole different spirit on us, man. You know, it says the boldness of his face shall be changed.
You better not say this has nothing to do with God. This is a lie. You all gonna go to hell.
All right, man. Have a nice day. Have a nice day, man.
We'll do.
Read that again. What you had up? Lamar.
Huh? Oh, it's like.
And then, you know, these people say we of Satan. That was of Satan. Right. The Lord don't do that. Right. But we of Satan. We ain't say nothing to this monkey.
This clown.
So that's the spirit we should follow. And get out of here, man.
Right.
You know, they say we of Satan, but they do the things of Satan.
Right.
What Satan would do. Right. Where's that in the scriptures? Right. Where's that of brotherly love and kindness and just inquiring what this is about?
He just blasphemed the Holy Spirit, man.
Yep. And if I can say too, and that, like the brother was speaking about, you see over time how the Spirit actually works with you and goes with you and grow you in the Spirit. Even our response to that nigga, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the response as a camp was way different than it was 3 years ago. It was like, man, all right, man, that's
elevation.
It's not even worth giving any of your energy to us.
Yeah, you're right, huh? Right. It's getting to the day. Apostle Hart said it, you know, a few months ago. It's getting to a point, man. These people can't get it. We moving on, man. That's how you feel. Then good.
We just did a video this week on it.
He said, remember. We don't gotta remember your face. The Lord and the angels just march you. We don't have to remember you. For all we know, man. We see you out in the world and you'll like us. Right. Because how we carry ourselves. They hate how we shine, man.
Yeah.
This nigga made all that noise had to stop right there and wait at the intersection, man. Yeah. Like, what were some real niggas? We could have, you know, twice had to fucking stretch.
Right. You know? Jake, man.
But it's like Jake don't even know what we're talking about. How can you understand even get an inclination of what we're talking about from walking to that tree, to that pole, saying something? Right. That's 2 seconds of hearing what we're saying.
Right. He didn't even hear it. He just saw it.
Yeah.
And you know, it was really, at the end of the day, man, that's just the spirit.
That's it. That's it.
I guarantee you, he hit that corner around there, he don't even know what the hell he just did.
Right. He gonna end up on you know, smeared on the windshield of a bus like the Marley Brothers.
Ecclesiastes 8:1. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed.
That's right, that glow, man. Yeah. Hey, that's a sign of us having the light, man. You know, and we're the light unto the world, man, in this darkness, man. You know, I don't know if y'all brothers seen, but it's a new show on Netflix called like Love Robots, something like that. It's kind of like an anime version of Black Mirror, man. Y'all brothers gotta check it out. On one of the episodes, you know, this guy was in like a space shuttle or whatever for like 1,000 years, and he thought he was just like asleep or something. But when he woke up, you know, he was living like he thought he was in. You know, he had sex with a woman. He thought he was like, you know, back woke. But when she revealed to him who she was, it shows like the darkness of where he was at. And man, y'all brothers got to see the picture of how it showed. It was like he was like the girl was like an actual monster. You know, it was just showing like the filth of the world that he was in.
That's very smooth. That's what we're in now.
Yeah.
Like it looks beautiful to the eye, but we know spiritually it's wickedness, man. You got all types of STDs and STIs and UTI, everything.
What's the name of that movie? I can never remember the name. Talking about They Live. They Live. You put on there.
Oh yeah, They Live. Yep.
Oh yeah. You know, like it look all regular when you put the glasses on. No type of demons. Billboards say different.
Billboards say obey and consume subliminal messages.
No, you got it. It was a scene in Transformers too when he went to college. You know, she looked all pretty, and next thing you know,
Yeah, that robot. Yeah,
like
it's
a tail, like a scorpion.
And a long tongue.
Hey, that's the your woman, man. Your woman, you first get with her, she's all sweet,
soft voice.
Yeah, she all nice and sweet. And let 3-4 months roll by, man, turn into a whole monster.
A whole different.
You know?
You got one?
That was it.
I got something. I'm gonna read it then jump down. Just for context. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them.
Right, man. Hey, the souls of the righteous is in the hands of the Most High, man. We believe, you know, that the Lord is going to help us walking on this straight narrow gate, man. You know, this hard walk, and we believe through prayer that the Lord got us, man. He's going to take care of our souls, man. You know,
I'm gonna jump down. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be.
It says a little chastised, man. Hey, this really ain't nothing, man. You know, it says a little chastised, man. See?
And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Hey, a little chastised for a great reward, man. You know, and what we go through really is not even worthy.
I got that.
Come bring it out.
Romans 8:18.
Yep.
For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Right, man. Hey, the suffering that we go through, hey, it's really not worthy to be compared with the Lord God in store for us, man. You know, be joint heirs with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, get to see the visual of Moses parting the Red Sea. You know, getting to see the visual of Jonah in the fish mouth. You know, of Paul going to the different churches. How Paul writing his letters, man. You know, those are the things that we want to see, man. You know, oh yeah, Jacob resting in the angels.
See that, man.
No, that's a hell of a scene. Oh, imagine King David. Being able to actually visualize that.
Samson.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, with the jawbones. That's one of mine.
The judges.
The flood. Yeah, that's what we was going into. Yeah.
John Revelator got projected into the future. You know, Revelation 9 is a description, how he basically got, described planes and locusts. He's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna be able to basically go back and actually be in the. It's crazy.
Oh, yo, that's wild.
John the Revelator, he actually saw where we living at today. He saw America. I'm pretty sure he probably saw New York City.
But he was but he was explaining it from only things that he knows.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself.
Yes.
Yes, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, verse 6. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine, and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
That's right, man. And we're going to shine, man. And we're going to run. It says run to and fro amongst the stubble.
I'll read it again. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, verse 7. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
Hey, once again, that's us having that light, man. You know? Hey, Jeremiah 16 and 16. You know, let me get that for you. Yeah, come on, hey, that's what that is, man. You know, hey, these people, whether they believe it or not, they're gonna see that the Lord is dealing with with the men of GMS. Start with the false and the elders on down, man. You know,
this is Jeremiah 16 and 16. This is Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord.
And if I could say, hey, like we was going into before, that's what we're doing now. We're fishing, man. So how about standing out here, you know, fishing for elect, prophesying into the wind? We don't care if people are standing on the other side or not, man. We're going to prophesy and we're going to come out here, whether these people like it or not.
That's right. Here for a bear.
Yeah, whether they're here for a bear.
It says, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain.
That's right. Hey, hunting, man. We're going to turn from fishers to hunters, man. And because it's going to be a point in time where the Lord going to remove us off the streets, man. You know, hey, that's what we're preparing ourselves for now, man. You know, we're building up ourselves to be ready for brothers to get spiritual powers. Yeah. You know, for brothers to communicate better with each other.
Hey, and if I had to say to read like what the brother's saying, because it's gonna go to survival mode. You know, right now life is about consumerism. You know, but that consumerism is gonna translate into survival mode.
Convenience.
Yeah. This is a lifestyle of convenience and consumerism. But the evil days is gonna put everybody in survival mode. And when you in survival mode, it's only two options. You either the hunter or the hunted.
Fight or flight.
Fight or flight. Yeah. You know, and a lot of these people out here don't even consider that they really food, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, they really food. A lot of people is gonna take advantage of your lack of survival skills.
Yeah.
Okay. And survival is a mind state. Okay. It's a mindset that you gotta have, and we building ourselves up in that mindset to be able to survive in that evil day. So that's why we're gonna be hunting.
Yeah, come.
You know, that's why we're gonna be in that spirit of hunting, because we're gonna be in what? Survival mode. And the Lord is gonna give us that spirit to hunt, man.
Right. You know? Hey, like you said, hey, the Lord's gonna give us that spirit to hunt, man. You know, hey, the Lord, hey, I think Apostle Gabar did a lesson on that, man. How the Lord is gonna use his men to bring back his vengeance.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, that's what we're doing, man. We're preparing for the Lord to work through us, man. You know?
Yeah, I gotta
say, I would say my battle axe and weapons of war.
Yeah.
It's the Exodus 15:3. The Lord's a man.
Yeah.
The Lord has weapons in his artillery, man. He just sharpening them up right now.
Right.
Hey, well, a lot of the men of the house David, the tabernacle of David, were warriors.
Yeah.
Because they warred against the Philistines.
Yep.
You know? I'm gonna finish this out real quick, and you got it. It says, and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks, you know. That's
All right, that was it. All right, God, if we go hunt these people Esau, they bunkers. You know, everybody trying to run from these chariots that's coming. These missiles, hey, we go hunt you, man. You know,
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
That's right. Hey, it says the portion of Jacob is not like them, man. You know, we're not like all these other people, like the brother was just saying. The Lord is sharpening us, man. Like, you know how Esau, you know, is forming all these different missiles, you know, these different, all these different weapons. You know, DJ Trump, you know, putting all the money, billions of dollars into the military funding. Hey, but the Lord is gold because we're His weapons, man. You know, the Lord is, we're His weapons, and we're walking right amongst them, man. You know, that's how the Lord works, man. You know, He moves 100 steps ahead of these people, man.
The Lord, Yahweh of hosts, is His name. Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
That's right, man. Hey, we're the Lord's battle axe and weapons of war, man. You know, the scriptures speak on spiritual powers, man. You know, and the Lord is going to put and give those to certain men.
That's right.
You know, hey, what the scripture say? One should take down the flight of 1,000 paraphrasing. You know.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
That's right, man. Hey, for with thee we will break these nations into pieces, man. You know, all these heathen nations who oppressed us, man. You know, Jake, you know, who talk shit about us. You know, look at us like we are stupid. You know, and we gonna break you into pieces, man. You know, but we gonna wait upon the Lord to do it, man.
Right.
You know, and the scriptures say, "For our weapons of warfare are not carnal." Man. You know.
That's a lot of meat on the bro. And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Kingdoms, man. And we're gonna destroy this kingdom, man. What it say? Nothing but the fowls and the birds is gonna be left here, man. It's gonna be a desert here, man. Hey, it ain't gonna be no more CBS. It ain't gonna be no more $10,000 loss. You know, it ain't gonna be no more big ass cities, big buildings in the cities no more. Everything's gonna be dirt, man. You know.
Jeremiah 51:22. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman.
That's right, men and women, man. You know, we're not gonna spare nobody because they're a little boy, you know, or a woman. And we know, the Lord is gonna kill who He wants to kill, man. The scripture, what's that? 1 Samuel 2:6. If your brother can get it. You know, the Lord kills and He makes alive, man. You know, so at the end of the day, it's not up to us who's going to make it or not. You know,
1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord killeth, and the Lord is like the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
That's right. And the Lord does these things, man. The Lord does the good and the evil, man. You know, and Satan, the son of the Most High, man. You know, and the Lord controls Satan. Hey, Satan, go here, man. Tell you that in Job, the first chapter. You know?
And with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
Right. Old and young, man. Old women, old men, little kids. You know, you little Edomite, bald-headed kids. You know? Yeah, Caillou looking, you know? Esau be through, man.
Speaking of truth.
Esau be finished. Hey, that's how you know that it's the Lord doing this. Ain't no way they supposed to be over this.
You can't make this up, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Esau be finished.
Working like a nigga like janitor for a museum, man.
This is Jeremiah 51:24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight.
In Zion, man, and people of Israel, man. Hey, all the evilness and the wickedness that you've done to our people, how you showed our people no mercy, you know. And I ain't gonna say about the movie Us. I was just y'all.
Maybe next week, you know.
I ain't even saying. Hey, Esau, they ain't show our people no mercy, man. You know. Hey, Jake be going through it out here, man. Including the man of the Lord. Hey, but we got the Spirit with us, man. And we understand that the Lord is gonna come back and give you what you deserve, man. You know?
That's right. Just to finish it out, just say if the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
Hey, I got a precept because you had made a statement earlier. You said the Lord is making us sharp. Well, he's doing that spiritually, But he's also physically going to have us sharp out here too.
Yeah.
You know, this is Isaiah 41:15. It says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff."
That's right. Hey, that's bringing down Esau, man.
Yep.
He bringing down these governments. You know, the elite of Esau, man. And the Lord's going to use his men to do that, man. You know, you had something up.
Yeah, I had something real quick. Back in my up. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 17. "In the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself."
Yes, the Lord is going to revamp that spirit of Dan. Hey, I was reading the account yesterday in the book of Kings, when the Syrians when in Israel they destroyed the Israelites and they set up a camp around Israel. And what happened was the Lord actually at nighttime when they was at the camp, the Lord had it sound like a large army was coming in the night. They said they heard horses and men when there was really nothing there. They said the Syrians fled. They fled. They left all their gold and their horses, and the men, the Israelite men, came in and ate all of their goods because they brought a famine on them. You see, so the Lord put the spirit out there to where, hey, anybody that come up against Judah is gonna be terrified, man. Okay, and he did that to the Syrians, man. You know, because they did what? That's why Elisha he said tomorrow at the gate, he said you will be able to buy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it real quick. Just to back up the brother's point about how everybody's gonna be terrified and petrified of the kingdom of Judah, man. This is let me see if I can find it real quick. You can keep reading that point.
Yeah, I finished this up. It's Isaiah 19:17. "In the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself."
Egypt being America, you know. Hey, read that again now.
Yep. It says, "In the land of Judah shall be a terror."
Hey, Bible, somebody look up terror in that verse. I know it's a big word.
Isaiah 19:17.
And it says, Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Hey, the Lord is going to come back and wreak havoc on this place. And Esau has done us filthy, man. To where even 2/3 of our people don't even see it. It's crazy.
I got that.
Go ahead.
This is in Isaiah the 19th chapter for the word terror. It's Chagah. It's H2283 Chagah, and it says terror or reeling in terror, like you reel back and forth, like in terror. Fear, terror, pretty much. But it kind of like it says properly, and it says vertigo. So it's kind of like you in terror. You so afraid that you like moving in fear. Yeah. You're moving in fear.
They're gonna be stuck, man. They're gonna be stuck in they may be walking. Jacob Show come, they're gonna be stuck, man. Like, you go catch them with their pants on. Right.
Yep, this is "In the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself."
Yeah, coming against Judah, man. Afraid. And that's why, the Lord cold, because he's fattening up all these people, and they keep coming against us, man. They keep on oppressing us, man. It's getting worse and worse. But the Lord got something for them.
Yeah, right. Say, I finished the first show. It says, "Because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it." That was me.
Done. This is Salaki. This is Lamentation 3:64. It says, "Render unto them a recompense, O Lord, power, according to the work of their hands. Give them sorrow of heart that curse upon them.
That's right.
Persecute and destroy them in anger from under the heavens of the Lord.
That's right, man. Hey, your blessing is going to be the same thing the way you get destroyed by, man. You know? You're going to be destroyed by the sword, man.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
That's
You
right.
live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's right. You know? Anybody have anything else?
It's like old Psalms 60 and 12, I think it is.
Psalm 60 and 12. Through the Most High we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies.
That's right. Hey, it says, hey, read that again.
Psalm 60 and 12. Through the Most High we shall do valiantly.
Through the Most High, man. You know, so we're not gonna do these things by ourselves.
Right.
The Lord's gonna put the Spirit on us to do it, man. You know, we're not as of right now, we're not able to go out, you know, and just do a miracle. You know, that prove people that we are the men of the Lord. We gotta wait. Hey, the Lord's gonna put the Spirit on us to do it, man. You know,
Got that precept real quick too. This is 2 Kings chapter 7. And I'm gonna start at 3. It says, and there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate, and they said one to another, why sit we here until we die? If we say we will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we shall die there. And if we sit here, we die also. Because remember, it was a famine going on because the camp of Syrians had besieged Israel, all right, and they had a famine. Okay, so continuing on, it says, now therefore, let us fall unto the host of the Syrians. If they save us alive, we shall live, and if they kill us, we shall but die. And they rose up in the twilight to go into the camp of the Syrians. And when they saw, and when they were come to the uttermost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. For the Lord had made the host of the Syrians to hear a noise of chariots and the noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. So the armies of Syria that was destroying Jerusalem and had a famine, they was posted up on the outskirts. And when the leprous men went to go try to find them to see if they can get something to eat, they had abandoned their whole post. Because the Lord had made them hear a noise of chariots and the noise of an army, like the Israelites was coming down. And watch this. It says, even the noise of a great host, and they said one to another, lo, the king of Israel have hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to come upon us. Wherefore they arose and fled in the twilight, and they left their tents and their horses and their asses, even the camp as it was, and fled for their life. Yep. And when these lepers came to the utmost part of the camp, they went into one tent and did eat and drink, and carried thence silver and gold and raiment, and went and hid it, and came again and entered into another tent and carried thence also and went and hid it. So they went in like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Where the Syrians at? They just went in, just like, you take this, we're gonna go hide this, come back. You know, and this is all because the Lord looked out for Israel, man. So imagine what the things that the Lord is going to make happen in that day, man. The Lord is going to give these armies that come up against us a real strong delusion, man. You know, a lot of, hey, I'm gonna say it like this. Hey, you UN troops that's going to come over here during martial law and that's going to cause hell on Jacob. When you start coming up on the elect, you're going to abandon your post, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna want to deal with what the Lord gonna have set up for you, nigga. Because you ain't been training for that. So a lot of you United Nations troops that's gonna come and try to wipe us out, the things that the Lord is gonna be doing to you, it's gonna cause a lot of y'all to just flip out, man. Y'all not gonna be out there brave and holding posts in that time, man. You know, that's why the elite everybody's gonna retreat when the Lord put that spirit on the tabernacle of David, man.
They'll be seeing things that they never seen before.
Yeah, those apparitions of Egypt.
Yeah. Hey, the Lord just had a noise just come out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah.
Like how did that happen? The noise just came out of nowhere. Everybody got up and dipped.
Out of here.
You know, just boom, just out. And Elisha prophesied that. He said tomorrow he told the lepers tomorrow at the gate, you're gonna be able to buy a measure of wheat and a measure of barley for a certain amount of time. And because they went in and took the spoils, they was able to, the next day to sell a measure of wheat to the people. So the prophets know what they talking about, man. That's why when you read the accounts, they call Elisha the man of God. And you people gonna start to speak to the brethren with that type of reverence, man.
Yeah, that veneration.
Because hey, that was a quick prophecy, man. That was a quick prophecy. He said, hey, because the lepers like, hey, we stay here, we gonna die. If we go into the gates, we gonna die. So let us go seek the Syrians. And Elisha said, hey, well, tomorrow at the same time at the gate, you'll be able to sell a measure of wheat and a measure of such and such. And the very next day, because the Lord made the armies flee and they took all their resources and food, they was able to sell it, man. That's the spirit. So hey, all we got to do is just believe and utter what the Spirit has us to say. Hey, that's why the scriptures tell us in Matthew 10, it says, give no thought what ye shall say. For your Father which is in heaven will give you the utterance, man. You know, so hey, man, we in a good position if we stay locked in this thing and move in the spirit of humility, man. You know, and faith. We in a good position. You'll be able to prophesy something that'll happen in an hour, man. You'll be able to call down fire from heaven, man. Like Elisha did. He blinded an army. The Syrians came down on Elisha and the other man of God, and Elisha said at the word of his mouth, he blinded a whole army. Come on, man.
Through the Spirit, you know,
How can they prepare for that?
Right. Through the Spirit, the elect is gonna start getting immediate results. You know? Because the closer we get, the Lord is gonna start magnifying things, and He's gonna have to show His power. The more Esau shows his power on the left hand side, the Lord is going to you know, basically supersede that.
It's an account in the scriptures where they buried Elisha. You know, they killed this man, and they threw him in the sepulcher of Elisha, and just because he touched Elisha's bones, he came back to life. He came back to life, man. All because he touched the bones of Elisha, he came back to life and rose up. Come on, man. We dealing with power here. We dealing with extraterrestrial power that these people out here don't even know exist. You know?
Bring out this last scripture and let another brother burn.
All right, this is Isaiah 66:4.
This is just to back up, you know, the scripture, the account that the brother just brought out about how the Lord had the army come and, well, not even come, but make them think that they heard the army.
This is Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them.
That's right. Hey, delusions, meaning look into that word, being vexations. You know, something that you know, it may be your biggest fear, man. You know, and that may have been that biggest fear, man, for another army intruding them, man. That's why they ran like that. You know, they got ghosts, man. You know.
Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes.
Ultimately, this precept is really, you know, pertaining to Israelites. You know, because really Esau can't get salvation. The point was that the Lord is going to choose these people's delusions out here, man. They'll be bugging out, man, saying all sorts of demons. You know, saying all sorts of things, man. You know?
And choose that in which delighted not.
Right, choose that what the Lord delighted not in, man. You know, sinning basically, man. Not obeying the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh.
Verse 5. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord Yahweh Shah be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed.
That's right, and the Lord is going to appear to our joy, man. He's going to give us things that we may need, man. You know, but these people out here are finished, man. They're through, man, because they don't want to hearken into the words, man. You know? Hey, But that was really all I have from that verse.
I go to 1 Corinthians 15, started 45.
15. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 45. And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
Like read that again from the top.
As so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul.
Yeah, so the first man living was made a living soul. All right, Adam being the first one to get the breath of the inspiration. All right, being made fully upright in the image of Yahweh Shai. All right, and given the law, statutes, and commandments, and pretty much having the key to perfection, so to speak. See you want?
It says the last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
And the last Adam was made a quickening spirit, man. All right, so the last Adam being Yahweh Shai was actually made to be a quickening spirit. So that's why when our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, the one who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, died and laid his life up on the line, that's how we were able to access the Holy Spirit after his martyrdom, so to speak. All right, because he was put in the flesh first as Adam. All right, and he was beguiled by Satan through Eve, in which that brought upon death unto the world. Okay, but through his life and through, once again through his martyrdom, we were able to access the Holy Spirit, man. You know.
Verse 46. Howbeit, that was not first which is spiritual.
Right, that which was first was spiritual.
But that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual.
Right, so at first it was natural, all right, because he was put in the flesh, so to speak, and like I said, it was corrupted in this earth through the wickedness of Satan through Eve, all right, but now it's spiritual, man. And that's why, once again, you can see the men, standing before you, all right, continue to push this word and this doctrine till it's fullest potential, so to speak. So we can go out here and we can access pretty much everything, man. We can access anything under the sun and above, man. All right, through Yahweh Shai, all right, the last Adam, which was made a quickening spirit.
That's right.
You know? Any more on that?
First, it says the first man is of the earth.
Right, the first is of the earth.
Earthy. The second man is the Lord Yahweh Shai from heaven.
And that's how we know the last Adam was Yahweh Shai. Right. All right, Yahweh Shai was the first Adam, of course, but he's the last Adam. And through once again his martyrdom, we were able to access the Holy Spirit, man. All right, because he is the Lord, man. That's why a few verses earlier it said he's a quickening spirit, and that's why, and that goes into another reason why people can't see what's happening, man. It's happening too fast.
Yeah.
So the tabernacles of David are being risen so quickly that people can't even see what's going on, man. Get Job 86. Maybe my start at verse 5. Check it out for me. Read that for me real quick. Romans 15:4.
This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
And that's going back into the basis of what it means to be an Israelite, man. An Israelite and niggas are not synonymous. They are antonyms. All right. You know what I'm saying? It go into the basics, man. Right, reading, writing. All right, being upright, seeking righteousness, falling short, repenting, and truly repenting, man. All right, when you fall short, you be in the flesh, of course. All right, but what did the men of old do when they fell short? They did their best to get right in good graces with Yahweh Shai in order to attain mercy from a harsh and heavy judgment, man.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Because even like back in the day, the way of penitence that men used to show is even different now. Like they would literally tear their clothes, man. You know, they would tear their clothes. They would rent their clothes, their garments when they felt low in the spirit. Now the only time a nigga rip his shirt is when he wanted to show his abdomen.
Or he fighting.
Other than that, Jake ain't tearing their clothes.
Joe did it.
Yeah.
And they took the bearing the brunt of the judgment of Yahweh Shai at that time. Man. Like, anything that happened unto them, they just took it and was like, hey, this is for what I've done or whatever. Nowadays or whatever, you call out Jake wickedness or whatever. Jake trying to shut you up, man. Trying to get away from you. Jake don't want to hear what he done man.
This is a quick one on Lamentation 3:40. But like the brother was saying that we go back to trying to the original, serving Yahweh Shema Shai, calling back out to the Lord. And this was after all kind of hell had been put in lamentation, when all kind of wickedness had been done. Guess what? We're gonna come back to the Lord like the men of the Lord have done. It went off, then we finally came back. But this Lamentation 3:40. It says, "Let us search and try our ways and turn again to the Lord."
Read it again, bro.
It says, Lamentation 3:40, "Let us search and try our ways and turn again to the Lord power."
Hey, the truth is about being real, man. The truth is about being real with yourself, man. All right, because you know, if you don't see it, Most High Yahweh Shema Shai gonna put the spirit on the brother for him to see it and for him to check you. And you gotta be like, hey, man, this brother right, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel that the brother isn't correct, what did we speak about earlier? Patience. Or let time work it out. The spirit might reveal that the brother more than likely is right. The spirit might be having you suffer wrongfully. All right, but be patient and understand that it's really all of the Yahweh Shema Shai. The Most High Yahweh Shema Shai put that spirit on that man to come to you for a reason. All right, don't try to over reason in your own mind. Allow time and the spirit to work out all these little fuckeries, man.
Good point. Good point.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why brother was speaking about earlier, why it's so important to embrace the patience of the spirit of patience. Because one thing I realized early in my walk is that every man has to have patience, man. Every man, it's impossible to obtain salvation without patience, man. Because like brothers going into earlier, Yahweh Shema Shai doesn't work on our time; he works on his time. All right, but that's why it's important to continue to build up in the spirit, man. Get in the book. You know what I'm saying? Read, watch videos, do videos. Even doing videos builds you up. Doing videos builds you up, man. You know what I'm saying? Read that again, bro.
This is Lamentation 3:40. It says, "Let us search and try our ways."
Let us search and try our ways, man. All right, individually and also collectively.
That's right.
All right, so you have to understand too that when Yahweh Shema Shai uses men for whatever reasons for you directly in your camp, it's all in one spirit, man. Ephesians the 4th chapter. Continue, bro.
It says, "And turn again unto the Lord power."
And turn again to the Lord power, because if Lord willing, we are of the elect. This is what we've been doing this over and over and over and over and over again, man. All right. The elect have been trying to bring upon the kingdom of heaven since sin came into the world, man. You know. You got a precept about it?
Real quick, because you mentioned about don't try to do too much reasoning in your own mind. It's Ecclesiastes 6:2. "Extol not thyself in the counsel of thine own heart, that thy soul be not torn in pieces as a bull straying alone." So you know, hey, that's like you know, when you drive yourself crazy with your own counsel, man. Trying to figure out, you know, oh man, what is it, man? Like, is it this? Is it that? You're gonna destroy your spirit. Something like the brother's saying, you know, in the spirit, sometimes you just gotta receive the message for what it is, and you spit the bones out. You know, sometimes, but sometimes you will get got on, and every single word that's being said might not apply to you, but you got to take what does apply to you, and you spit the rest of it out, or you just take everything else into consideration going forward. You don't sit up there and try, you know, but why did he say that? You don't know what he's talking about, man. That's not of our culture. That was never of our heritage, man. You know, we were always men of reason. We always had an understanding behind why certain things transpire. You know, you gotta go.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 30, verse 21. "Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel." Let's go into the precept that brother just brought out. You can't, when a brother get onto you, you really can't rely on your own thoughts. You got to rely on the scriptures first and foremost, and allow time, as the brother was saying, like allow that time and be patient for Yahweh Shai to bring forth what is righteous, man. Like, and he'll prove all things, man, within due time. So you can't rely on your own thoughts and be like, you know what, I'm right, that brother's wrong. Like, you're gonna prove yourself to be in a prideful spirit.
A spirit like, if you got a spirit like that, you sensitive.
You're emotional.
You emotional. Yeah, you real sensitive. You real mushy on the inside.
Effeminate.
Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, making flesh his arm. Meaning you're not looking for the spiritual things to be your strength, so to speak. You're looking for carnal things. All right, that emotional stuff, man. We're not about that, man. We about yay is yay, nay is nay, right is right, wrong is wrong, man. If there's a gray area, seek counsel. You know what I'm saying? Rely on your support systems that are given to you through the Spirit, which are the men around you, man. All right. Then also the videos, the lessons, the epistles of men who've been doing it for years and years and years. Because pretty much any question you have out here, the answer's already out there in the Spirit. Yep. You know, anything you won't need, the answer's out there. You know what I'm saying?
I might not have an answer, but I bet somebody else will. You know, hey, through the Spirit, the Lord, through the spirit of Seth. You know, the Lord is about compensation, man. That's what Seth means, to compensate. You know, that's why he brought about Seth when Cain killed Abel. He brought about Seth. So he gave what? He gave compensation, which is a resolution. Right. When you compensate somebody, that's resolving the transaction. Right. You know, so hey, we always got an answer, man. You know, through the Spirit, and like I said, I might not be able to eloquently give an answer, but I bet your dad might be able to, or Tazabah, or the answer is somewhere in the fold.
Somebody get Ecclesiastes 13.
Oh yeah.
Barbecue shot. Because it really is only one answer.
Yep.
You know, I mean, you can sit here and nitpick on all the particulars.
Right.
But it's only one answer, man. You got that, bro?
Yep. This Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
That's it, man. So, you know, if a man come to you in some wickedness, you know that's a demon. But if it ain't a wickedness, then bro, it's a spirit.
Yeah.
However the spirit's playing it out, the spirit might be dealing with you, handling you delicately. The spirit might be roughing you up a little bit, but it's a spirit, bro. To really get you on the right path to do what the scriptures say, man. To serve Yahweh Shai and do His commandments, man. It's that simple, man.
That's right. It's a little bit more. It says, for this is the whole duty of man.
That's the reason that you're here, bro. All right, you are here. You're here to serve Yahweh Shai. All right, if you're called to prophesy, condemn these heathens and let them know America's getting ready to be destroyed. Yep. And wait on the Lord. Zephaniah 3 and 8.
Yep. There's one more verse. Verse 14. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Read that again, Baba Kushai.
It says, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
The Most High shall bring every work to judgment, man. Whether it be good or whether it be evil. Right? And even with that, we have a certain responsibility to delivering the balance of Yahweh Shai to our people, man. All right? Because, you know, we condemn Esau Edom and his kingdom. You know, we give the wicked 2/3 their judgment and also the heathens. But at the same time, the Most High's arm is not short and He cannot save, man. We gotta you know, have a balanced plate up on here, man. You know, the meats, the greens, the vegetables. You know, you might have the yayan, you know, the alkalized water. Give them that full plate, baby. You know, we give them through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. We're giving the whole gospel out here, man. The good news, man.
Hey,
all right.
Because if I could say, the brother spoke about condemning Esau Edom. Hey, it's getting to a point now. Well, Esau condemned himself. The other nations, they stay on Esau, you know. So it's getting to a point. Hey, he condemning his own self, man. And that's why the scripture says his own tongue, he shall fall upon his own tongue.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh. Cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh.
Yeah, I believe a heath is something that heats up certain things. But heath in the desert, brother, look it up.
Yeah, I'll look it up for you.
Keep reading, bro.
It says, it shall not see when good cometh, but shall
but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness.
Yeah, the parched, like the burnt places. Continue.
Says, in the salt land and not be inhabited.
Yeah, because you say if you trusting in making your arm flesh, not trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shai, you can't even see when good is coming. Which the good, the destruction of America is a great thing.
Yeah, right.
The destruction of America is something that we will actively hope and pray for and rejoice when it happens.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna shed tears.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna shed tears, remembering all the atrocities that was committed to our people and how the Lord compensated them for destroying us.
That's right.
You know, and that word heath, just to add to the brother, mean naked, destitute, or poor.
Oh man.
It's like the poor is like a poor man in the desert.
Damn.
Through.
Finish.
He got no resources then. Well, he done.
Jeremiah, I'm gonna read 7. It's Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh Shai.
Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh Shai. That's beautiful in itself, man. That's right. Continue, bro.
It says, and whose hope the Lord Yahweh Shai is.
Yeah, we hoping in Yahweh Shai to fulfill his prophecies in which we know he's gonna do. Right. We just hoping and praying that it happens in our lifetime so we can see the beauty and the majesty of seeing this place be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. All right? To see plagues and death and destruction at every turn, and knowing that we trusted in the Lord the whole time. Right. All right? All right, to see the economy crash and it be 25-30% unemployment, all right, and everybody losing their house and home and don't know what to do. Right. Because we don't trust in Yahweh Shai. Wisdom and knowledge should be the wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times and strength of thy salvation, man. Right. All right. So when it goes to hell out here, we're gonna be rejoicing, man. Revelation 12:12. You know, because this is what we're hoping for, man. We understand that we are in a wicked place. All right. To which, man, I can't remember back in the day, like just seeing a sodomite just out. Right. But you see a sodomite at every turn. Yeah. Bro, I took off for the Passat service, the next step of the Passat service. I'm in the house the whole day, bro. I'm in the house the whole day. I leave the house to do 3 things. At every stop, a sodomite, I had to deal with a sodomite, like directly. I'm like, damn, like, if this ain't Babylon the Great, I don't know what is.
Yeah, like the scriptures say, the earth is polluted under the inhabitants thereof. This whole place is defiled, man. That's why not a stretch of America is gonna be saved, man. Not even a little corner, man. Something went down everywhere. Something, there's some blood somewhere, or some nasty acting that happened. It ain't gonna be no stretch of land left in America when the Most High get done with it. Destroyed.
Bring it down, bro.
It's 1 John 5:19. And we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness.
The whole world. We know that we are the Most High, all right? For all these Christians and people who know they have, who believe in their spirit, that they have an understanding of how you are living here today, it's all vanity and vexation, whether you know it or not. And unless you're an Israelite, all right, meaning you come from the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, it's all vanity anyway. Because you going smack first into slavery. Thus says the Bible. All right? But we know that we are the Most High Yahweh Shai, and we know that we're surrounded in complete wickedness, man. All right? And to which judgment is twisted and turned at every whim. All right? In which billions of people have to live in a society in which wicked legislation is passed at every turn. Yeah. You had somebody this chick in Georgia want to give legislation out for having unprotected sex, man. Yeah. What type of shit is that? Wicked. If you can't have unprotected sex, how you gonna have babies? Whose business is that? Right. If America and just think about the logic of it. If Americans can't have babies, how are you gonna defend yourself and go to war? Right. The basis of men are over us, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the basis of man, according to the Holy Scriptures, are over our people, man. Yeah. And we want out. Right.
Out. Immediately. Like the movie Get Out, man. We're trying to get away from it. Nobody wants to. We're not in that Martin Luther King spirit no more. We want to get away from the word. Yeah. We don't want to. I would like it that they would go back to segregation. Man.
Right.
The own. I use the jacked up bathroom. Man.
Right.
Jake cleaner.
Jake is cleaner than
Esau.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead. I was gonna say that. Cut you off. I was gonna say at that time, Jake was kind of flourishing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake had their own businesses, banks and whatnot. Yeah. When it was separate, man. We, got together with Esau. That's when shit started going downhill.
Yep.
Hey, I just had a thought, man. Imagine, I'm just, speaking as a man, but imagine if we were segregated again, right? And imagine if you had a so-called white and heathen police force, and you had so-called black and Jake's police force, and you had a domestic dispute. A so-called black cop come to your house, and you explain it. Hey, what happened, man? No, she tripping, man. He gonna understand. Right. He had to go home to deal with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It'll be better. It'll be way better.
He's like, come to your house.
Yeah,
get on the ground.
15,
Come to your house, guns drawn. Go right to the woman, asking what happened. When you the man in the house.
And you could have been the one getting assaulted.
Yeah, you could have been a little bow wow.
Yeah, this place is totally turned upside down. Like what the brother beautifully said, we done. We want out of this place, but we know that it's a process to getting out. It's just like jail, man. You can't just, on your release date, you can't just walk out the jail. You gotta, you gotta get processed out. You gotta, sign certain paperwork, have release dates, so on and so forth. Yeah. You gotta be on best behavior while you in there. So we know we gotta go through a process to get out of here, but yet and still we won't we don't want to be associated with no Edomites.
Right. We gotta wait till they say roll it up.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, say something else.
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It's like the brother said, man, we want out of this place, man. We ready for we want that compensation from the Lord. Just like how brothers was talking about the compensation, we want for this place to, this place is played out, man. It's just plain and simple, played out. Every level, every aspect of it is through. So, hey, and it's like every day we wake up here, it's like a nightmare, man. It's like damn us. I'll read it again. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Yeah, and this place is polluted, man. So that, the scriptures say, mark them that sigh and cry for the abominations. Yeah. Because we're sighing and crying because we see that this place is just filthy and polluted. Like brothers were talking about earlier, how it may look good to the eye, but when you look under the hood, it's BS, man. A whole bunch of wickedness. Brother said everywhere you turn, pollution, man. Everywhere you turn, you see sodomites. Everywhere you turn, you just see this awfulness, man. Yep. And that shit can, and if we didn't have the spirit, if we didn't have the spirit of the Lord, it would drive us crazy, man. Yep. We'd just be madness, man.
Like the report that came out, I think last week was said that China's pollution is like smoking like 25 cigarettes.
Damn.
Well, in the spirit, that's how it is over here in America. You know what I'm saying? This thing is super polluted, in the spirit. But everywhere you turn, like brother say, wickedness all over, wickedness all over. And we only want righteousness. That's it.
Yeah,
right.
and we the only ones pushing real judgment out here.
Right. That's right.
And we can't, and we know we can't even enact it. The scripture about all things are lawful but not expedient. Obey the powers that rule over you. We know that we can't execute judgment, but we're gonna execute judgment to the best of our ability by pushing the judgment out through our words.
That's right,
bring it up.
Okay, this is Proverbs 10:2. It says, treasures of wickedness profited nothing, but righteousness delivered from death.
Yeah, because Lord willing, we will not taste that second death, man. All right, Lord willing, our righteousness and also doing our works, all right, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, will deliver us from tasting that death, man, and not wickedness, man. All right, but in Edom society, he pushes that wickedness is profitable, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to sign that that 6-figure acting contract, just bend over and blow some rods, man. Nah, man. Read that.
All right, this is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Once again, that we through patience and comfort of a big booty bitch. No, patience of the scriptures, man. All right? A big booty bitch only gonna comfort you but for so long, man. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of drinking, strong drinking yah will only comfort you for so long, man. All right? The real comfort comes from the scriptures, man. All right? And that's what give us our patience. It also will give us our hope, man. All right, and with that, we have something actually true and pure to hope in. All right, we're hoping in the prophecies of Yahweh Shai, and we're hoping for the return of our Messiah Yahweh Shai, man. That's right. And it's gonna happen, man. That's right. All right, it's gonna happen when it's at its properly divine time, man. All right.
It's Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 8. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, that spreadeth out her roots by the river.
Yeah, a man that trusts in the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is going to be this tree, man. Right. All right? That's planted by the waters. What's the waters? The water is the word, man. Right. All right? He said spread his branches, spread his roots, man. You're going to get deeper and deeper in this thing, man. Yeah. All right? You're going to, like Brother said, your foundation will get built up more and more. Yeah. All right? So you're going to be more unmovable, so to speak, in the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all through seeking, going back to what's written aforetime, man. Things written for our learning, all right? Saying, you know, it's a beautiful day. Well, it's a beautiful day to prophesy the downfall of America, man.
That's right. That's right. Because it said a tree planted by the water, okay? And then in the natural, a tree just will grow if it's planted by a body of water. Them branches gonna try to reach toward that water just like plants do. When you plant, they need the water. Them roots grow, reach for that water. So that tree is gonna flourish. You see some trees, they'll grow what? They'll go up and go over the because that water attracts them. So like I said, the water is the spirit of the scriptures. Guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna just attract to it, you're gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? Versus if somebody that was planted in hard ground, you know, that hard Georgia clay that ain't gonna get no water. They got no life.
They go to the parable of the seed. A seed falls on that good ground. But you have to look at yourself as that good ground as well, man. That's right. All right, because the world has suppressed our people, but especially the Israelite man, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, so much that they don't even feel worthy of this calling, man. So really, they're calling this for us. All right, the calling to serve the Heavenly Father, the creator of all things. All right, the Ancient of Days has always been for us, man. That's right. All right.
It's St. John chapter 7, and I start at verse 37. In the last day, that great day of the feast, Yahweh Shai stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink.
You say he stood and cried?
Stood and cried.
Man, Yahweh Shai was fully engulfed in the spirit, man. Yeah. Pleading, please. If any man thirst, drink of me. Come on, man. This is our heritage, man. This is our culture, man. All right? This is our hope. This is our calling. This is everything, man. This is all we got. This is all we got, brothers. You know? This is a beautiful calling, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Because he is what? Psalms 40:7. He comes in the volume of the book, man. So if you believe in Yahweh Shai, as the scriptures have said, you really believe in Yahweh Shai. All right? And that's why a beautiful word. That's why we so vehemently, all right, stick to and push this doctrine, all right, and defend our doctrine tooth and nail, man. All right, because that's our connection to the spiritual realm, man. A real, true connection that no one can take unless we give our crown up, man. You know? They say out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. All right? That's why people walk by us every week, week in and week out. And they try to ignore us, but they always have that.
Thought. Like, what is that?
Right.
If I could say, speaking on that belly, man, that's why it's so big, like an athlete. That's why they always speak on his core, man. And your core is your belly, man. And the scriptures say out of his belly shall flow the river of living waters, man. So the core of us is the scriptures, man. So everything about us is through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man.
I got a quick precept for you.
Go ahead, bro. Come.
Real quick, going into the water. This is John chapter 6 and verse 27. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath the Most High the Father sealed. You know, but it's another one. There it go, verse 35. It says, and Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. You know, so that means, hey, spiritually, you'll be spiritually hydrated if you come to Yahushua with all your spirit. You know, you'll be spiritually hydrated. You'll have the spiritual nutrients needed in order to thrive and grow, you know, in the spirit. Like the brother said, it goes into that in Jeremiah 17, you know. So we got to be in that spirit of drinking of that water, that well of water of Yahushua, which is all spiritual, man. Hey, because the scripture say, real quick, the scripture say what? It says, do nothing by partiality, man. So let's say you dehydrated and you drink a half a bottle of water. Bro, you still gonna be dehydrated after. You should just drunk the whole bottle. Right. You know? So that way you could be fully rejuvenated. You know, but you gotta come with all of your spirit like the brother going into. You know?
Definition for that analytic for the word belly is the Greek is porlia. It says the innermost part of a man, the soul, heart as the seat of thought, feeling, and choice. So the scriptures, period, man, and everything that you do within this life is based on what would Yahushua do, man? How would he feel about this? What is this to the edification of brothers? Is this to the appeasement and pleasing of the Heavenly Father? If not, man, you know you're going off.
Okay. So read that again, the definition.
All right, it says
that's for belly, right?
Yeah, for belly. It says the innermost part of a man, the soul.
It says the innermost part of the man. Now, mind you, we're talking about out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water, man. Out of the innermost parts of you, to when you're dead tired, you're like, I'm gonna do something for the spirit, man. In the spirit, for the body. I'm gonna do something, man. Even if it's you attacking your own bad habits. You know, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna make me stronger. I'm gonna be a little less weak in this link, man. You know what I'm saying?
If I could say, what facilitates all the nourishment to the body? It goes in and it goes to the belly first and foremost. So the belly facilitates all the nourishment, even the excrements that's pushed out of your body. It starts in the belly, man. Right. So what you are what you eat. That's what people say in the world, right? Yep. So we eating up the scriptures, all right? It says the innermost part of a man, the soul.
The soul, man. That's the point I wanted to hit. The innermost parts of a man and the soul, man. Out of your soul will flow rivers of living water, man. You know, because we digging deep for this thing, baby. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be a matter of nothing as glorious as the kingdom gonna come easy, man. All right, especially in this wicked society. All right, we wrestling against Ephesians 6 chapter, brothers, you gotta get. We wrestling against principalities, man. Wickedness in high places. So everything is trying to break this thing up, man. Yeah. So we digging deep to bring this stuff out, man. That's right. So you got something mentioned? Yeah. You got more than that?
Oh, that was it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that have no money, come ye, buy and eat. Yeah, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Yeah, so it says, read again, Isaiah 55 and 1, ho, it says, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. You know, yeah, which the waters brought out. The waters is his word, man. You know? Right. It says, and he that have no money, come ye, buy and eat. All right, like you read, what's that, Ezekiel 3rd chapter. The Lord told Ezekiel to basically eat that, the roll. All right, which the roll is another metaphor for the word, man. You know, so brothers was going to the whole metaphor of the belly, all right, and how basically you are what you eat. You know, look at the people in the society, man. They eat nothing but you know, spiritual junk food, man. That's why their minds all bugged out. They lost. Yeah. You know, they got a dark countenance. You know, but the minute you hop by Shimmy out shot, we're eating of this heavenly bread, man. All right, and we're drinking of this holy water.
That's right.
And it says It says buy wine and milk, which is also metaphors for the word. It says buy wine and milk without money and without price. Because why? By attending His word, we didn't have to go to no school. You know, we had to pay physical money. But what we had to sacrifice our time, you know, to learn His word, man. All right. This is only given to the elect men.
It's to look it up. It's called the brain-gut connection. You know, where a lot of the gases and certain things within your stomach, it sends that up to your brain. You know, so that's why you got to be careful spiritually what you digest too. You know, because it goes into your spirit. You know, it goes into your spirit and it get lodged into your spirit and it becomes you. You know, so you want to be careful of what you intake spiritually too, what you allow to scope and mold your spirit. You know, you want to be more so invested in the spirit of Yahweh Basham Shai and the brotherhood. Because for instance, you know, that like I said, it's called the brain-gut connection. You know, ever notice whenever you get a funny feeling, you feel it in your stomach first.
Yeah, so you got
Damn.
I got a bad feeling about
Bubble guts.
Yep.
Yeah. I got a bad feeling in my gut. I don't know about the situation.
Yep.
That's the spirit.
Or you might be dehydrated. You might have the headache. You gotta drink that water. That water gotta go to your stomach in order to take that headache or alleviate that headache. So you gotta be scripturally and spiritually. You gotta be careful what you intake. You know, because there's a connection with that spiritual. Right. You know.
That's right. Yeah, because the subconscious mind, that's your spirit. And, you know, that's why things that you witness, you got to be careful what you witness, you know, because all that, like the brother was saying, it basically can root into your subconscious mind. Yeah. And then next thing you know, that makes up your character.
Yeah.
You know, that really got it.
Because like brother said, you got to be something. Like brother said, you are what you eat. So you are spiritually what you eat.
If he gonna be doing that, please play something hard.
Because you are spiritually what you eat spiritually, man.
Right.
So we get this real quick.
All right, this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools.
Even the part of knowing what you're consuming in your spirit, or what you allow in the spirit, what you allow to actually come into your spirit, that involves a certain level of being circumspect. Because a lot of times spirits will hop on you and you don't even realize it. But the further you get into the walk, and you're able to actually read spirits and see how it's affecting you, see how everything is going around you, you'll be able to be like, man, that's a demon. You avoid it. You walk with some level of wisdom that's attained through time.
It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Yeah, you can't walk like the average everyday person out here. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand the times you're in, man. All right, we're in a very serious time right now. A very serious time, which it really it calls you to be very sober-minded, man. Mm-hmm. All right, because like brother was speaking about earlier, man, we just say I've only been in this camp particularly for 2 years. It came 2 years with the Passover, man. But in my short period of time, I've seen men fall out. Yeah. I've seen men bug out. You know what I'm saying? I was even telling the brother this morning, you know, the Spirit had me come in on the Passover 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. That next week, it was men that I went through the Passover service with that weren't in the camp the next week. Yeah. That's how quick this nigga move on you, man. All right, because we did that earlier. Yahweh Shah was made a quickening spirit. And Yahweh Shah is quick to root your ass out if you're not grounded properly, man. You know, if you out here shucking and jiving, so to speak. Continue, bro.
And like you were saying earlier, the only way you can get a proper rooting system is if you buy water.
Yeah.
You gotta have that water, man. That's what makes your roots strong, you know, and they spread out, they go deep, and they go out wide because the roots going towards that water. You know, and that's what gives you that proper rooting, that water, man. You know.
All right, verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Yeah, redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. We got to buy this time back. There's a lot of times that we have lost as Israelite men because we lost our heritage, man. All right, those some of the prophecy. You know, so we got to buy this time back now, man. Everything is evil except this real Israelite movement, so to speak. All right, the true movement of Yahweh Shai, because we believe in the faith is being pushed through the process of the great millstone, man. Everything else is evil, man. All right, it's because as the scriptures say, Satan goes about as a roaring lion, man, seeking whom he may devour. We're gonna get this real quick to prove it in the scriptures.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober.
Once again, that's the spirit that had to come out, man. They say be sober, man. All right, continue on.
Be vigilant.
Be vigilant, man. All right, go get this thing, man. Hope, brother spoke about earlier. Was it Revelation 3:11? Yeah. Hold fast to what you have, bro. If you're doing this work in sincerity, and you adhering to the doctrine, doing the 3 videos, linking up, building the spirit, doing what you gotta do in the backdrop to get yourself right. All right, you're being vigilant, man. All right, there's a reason why that order came down, because that's what Yahweh Shai is requiring of his men at this moment in time. God. What other Israelite groups are out here where every individual has to do X amount of work? Ain't no other group but Great Millstone, man. And really, you want that discipline, man, because that'll make you a disciple in the spirit. Finish that, bro. All right.
It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
That means that Satan is actively trying to devour some souls out here, man. Yeah. That's some real stuff we dealing with, man. This ain't no cake, no patty walk, man. Yeah. All right, this is a matter of spiritual life and death. Because if you have an understanding of what's getting ready to happen in America as far as the destruction, the martial law, all right, the cannibalism, the collapsing of the economy, all right, understand it's gonna be men, even Yahweh Shai said, men killing Yahweh Shai saying, Lord, we have healed in your name. All right, even having the name ain't enough, man. You gotta have enough faith to move out there and push this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? The scripture say, be vigilant, man. All right, giving all diligence to make your calling of election sure.
Right. If I could say where it speaks, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Those really are the distractions out here in America, man, because it could be a woman, you know, it could be money, it could be family. Those are the things that could actually devour you and bring you up out of the truth, man, because you will start to have more care for the things of the world than actually having to care for the work and the discipline that comes along with this truth, man. And we, like the brother said, we've seen in our short time how men get caught up in, my wife got a hot plate at the crib. You don't want to get up with brothers now, man. Yeah. And all she had was beanies and weenies and a pack of crackers for your ass to eat, man.
Real quick, you got something?
Yeah, I had one real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 33, going into being rooted. I'm gonna start at verse.
Go ahead. This is the book of Colossians 2 and 6 on the topic of being rooted. It says as ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahweh Shai the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him.
Yeah, see, like what the brother was saying, see, a lot of people don't have a rooting system. One thing that you will understand about the demise or the destruction of a country, you will start to see low morality. You know, when you look into moral, it goes into ethics, having a code, being able to draw a line as far as your ethics is concerned as a country. And you see America has very, very low morals, okay? It's pretty much, people come over here because it's a free-for-all. Yeah. They can just come here and just do whatever, you know? But that's a sign of a country getting ready to be uprooted. So as we see America getting ready to be uprooted due to the fact of its low morality, we have to make sure that we're rooting ourselves with good characteristics and good values in the Lord. Right. Okay? Meaning we got to be exercised in the spirit of patience. We got to be exercised in the spirit of brotherly love and kindness, which that was something that was taken away from us during the transatlantic slave trade. We were turned against each other. So now we got to brush that off, and we got to get back in the spirit of brotherly love and kindness, the fruits of the Spirit, gentleness, joy, patience, long-suffering. All of these things build up character and morality, and you'll be rooted in the time of evil to come. Okay, because that's where this whole storyline is headed towards, regardless of what these people out here believe about us or say about us, or regardless of what they think their purpose of life is. That road is leading down a path of destruction. Okay, so that's why the Lord said we gotta turn back and be rooted. So when that wind come, that destructive wind come, we'll have enough a proper rooting system to withstand that destruction and be saved. That's right. Okay.
And if you got something else?
There was a little more.
Okay, if I can just build on the bishop's point, all the qualities that intangibles that the bishop was speaking about, if we actually go into the scriptures and search out what the stories of our forefathers, we will actually begin to acquire those characteristics in the spirit.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important for us to realize and know who we are. Know that we are the biblical Israelites in the Bible, the respective 12 tribes. All right, and to get into it, man, get into the meat of this thing, man.
Yeah.
Because once again, all those characteristics that he was speaking about, we have men, all right, who exhibited those same characteristics. Get that in Job, Bible for sure.
Yeah, and the scriptures say, just to add to the brother's point, the scripture says that the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. So the foundational pieces of the scriptures that our forefathers laid down were written for us in these times to carry.
That's right.
Okay, to evoke that spirit. Because a lot of these people in this world, man, they not into the spirit of this word, man. They claim to believe that the scriptures is the true, inspired word of the Heavenly Father. But when it comes down to really getting down into the nitty gritty of this thing, man, they can care less, man.
And that's how we know. And that's how we say it humbly. But you gotta have a certain, you have to get to a certain point. You gotta carry a certain level of confidence. That's how we know that we Yasharala, baby. That we the ones bearing the cross, the Yahweh Shop board. All right, in which we not. I was like this, man. We're not man enough, all right, to bear Yahweh Shop's cross, but we can bear our respective portions of it, man. All right, get that in Job. 8:7.
This is Job chapter 8, verse 7. Though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase.
Yeah, going back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. We were chosen not because we were greatest amongst the people. We were chosen because we're special, man. All right? It ain't about a numbers thing, man. It's about a quality thing, man. All right? How about Shemi? It's about quality, not quantity.
Right.
All right? Do that again, bro.
Verse 7. This is Job chapter 8, verse 7. Though thy beginning was small, yet
though our beginning was small. All right? Though the beginning of this movement was small. Going back to the apostles, all right, learning when they had to learn from their teachers. All right, going down to the men in respective camps, small, 3-man, 4-man camps, 2-man camps, 1-man camps. All right? Though the beginning was small,
yet thy latter end should greatly increase.
The latter end should greatly increase. All right? Better is the end of the thing than the beginning.
Hey, what they say, the last thing to grow on the tree is the actual fruit. That's that great increase, that great end. It started so small with a seed. Then it grew into a tree and it began to bud. And then from it budding, it brought forth fruit. That's that great increase.
And what's the first thing a tree or plant to do? Grow roots.
That's it, bro.
Get that water, baby.
You gotta germinate and grow them roots.
That's it. Verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age and prepare
the former age. All right, the former time, the times before. The bitch was going into Romans 15 and 4, man. All right, the former age. All right, because in the former age, just like it's getting ready to come. All right, there's no new thing under the sun. In the former age, our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Hawashai, was with and fought for Israel. All right? So in the latter age, beginning now, our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Hawashai, is going to fight for Israel, man.
God.
Ain't nothing changed but the day, man. All right? But it's a new day, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, I got something real quick. Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way?
The old paths, where is the good way? The good way begins right here in these camps, man. All right? Because Yahweh Shai is working with the men in the camps of Great Millstone, man, period.
That's right.
All right, whether you people believe it or not, it's null and void. It don't matter.
That's
all
right.
Because Yahweh said that his word should not come back, go out void.
Yeah.
All right, so this time, like the bishop was saying, for that recompense, for that payback, all right, for the Most High to say, you know what, you did that work for that penny.
Hey, Esau. Hey man, you gotta water the seeds that you've sown with your tears, man.
Yeah.
You know, if that went over your head, you just Esau. You gotta water the seeds that you've sown with your tears.
Just like that.
Esau,
Sweat and tears.
Just like
straight
that.
up and down, man. Chew on that. Just a little bit more. It says, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest.
And
for
walk
your souls.
therein. Meaning once you find this path, don't go off the straight gate, man. Stay on the straight gate, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, because by walking the straight gate, the sergeant made a beautiful video speaking about following Yahweh Shai leads into a kingdom, man.
Yeah.
All right, by following that path, that straight gate, you're gonna attain salvation.
Yeah.
All right, even if it's through death, who gives a damn? You already dead anyway.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
ain't living.
Hey, the scriptures say whether we live in Yahweh Shai, whether we die in Yahweh Shai. And the Lord gonna raise up the dead anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Read that last part again from the walk.
It says, and walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls.
And the rest is coming in the kingdom, man. This ain't the time for rest, man. This is the time to chanting down Babylon with authority.
That's right.
Hey, because I'm gonna hit you with this. Even after the whole salvation and the transition
got
of
work to
kingdoms,
do.
we still got to set up policy. You know, go around and grab up slaves. So we got a lot of things that we got to do. But like what the brother saying, when that kingdom is established, that's when it's just gonna be. Now it's time to enjoy the fruit of our labor.
But you know what it is too, Bishop? Scripture speaks about the false balance being an abomination. That's how we're gonna get so much pleasurable things in the kingdom. We're gonna be putting so much work in to build the kingdom.
Yeah. Hey, and see that's what I'm gonna hit you with this too, bro. A lot of you Israelites, you don't think about that aspect of the labor. You just ready to get into the kingdom and parlay. You know, but you ain't thinking about the groundwork that gotta go into getting the kingdom of heaven built. Going around and destroying all of these military bases, tanks, weaponry, all of you know, the satellites gotta come out the air. Kingdom idols gotta be broken. Big idols in Brazil. You know, all of the, got to round up all of the outcasts of Israel. You know, got to round up all the other nations, ship them to a particular plot of land, set up the vision of the kingdom through the spirit. That's work. That's right. But see, a lot of people don't even want to put in this work. So they go to show you they're not kingdom mind frame. They don't have a kingdom mind frame. They have a consumer mind frame. They look at the kingdom of heaven with the lenses of consumerism. They want to get to the kingdom of heaven and just eat, drink, have sex, have kids. Just no. That's not reality. Okay? We just in the gathering of the saints. But after the gathering of the saints, there will be forward progress. Okay? It ain't just time to do the electric slide. Right. We still gonna have things to set in place through the spirit, and that's the fun part of establishing a kingdom.
That's right. That's right. Y'all more on that?
Just a little bit more. And I'll step in. Now it says, but they said we will not walk therein.
Yeah, they don't want to walk therein, man. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful plan. Get that, James 4.
It's the book of James, chapter 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to the Most High.
Submit yourselves, therefore, to the Most High. All right, everything, hey, it's all happening, man. All right. Even though these heathens, really, they don't want to see it. They see something happening, man. Yes. They see something happening, but they can't put their finger on it because they weren't given that breath of life, man. They weren't given the inspiration. All right.
That's right.
But it's happening, man. So submit yourself to. Continue, brother.
It says, submit yourselves, therefore, to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Resist the devil, man. Resist the filthiness of this world, man. All right. Resist the temptation of going off and leaving yourself open for big boy judgment, man. All right. Flee the wickedness of this world and this society, man. All right. Continue.
Verse 8. It says, draw nigh to the Most High, and and he will draw nigh to you.
Draw nigh to the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and he will draw nigh unto you. All right? These are words. This is the words written by the inspiration of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man.
Right, bro.
This is the real deal Holyfield, man. This is facts. Continue, bro.
It says, cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded.
Cleanse your hands, you sinners, man, and purify your heart, your spirit, your soul, man, through the washing of the word, man. All right, by falling in order. All right, by flipping a big boy double bird to the world, man.
Right.
By getting into the righteousness of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, as our forefathers did, man.
That's right,
All right, and trust in the Lord. As this place begins to crumble, and get ready to rejoice, man.
Right, brother.
Get ready to inherit a kingdom, man. Get ready to rule. Get ready to have feet bowing at your feet, and you stomping their heads moving to the ground, man. Because they didn't bow fast enough.
Yeah.
That was it. All right, kind. So the Wadi Habashim Yahushua Bashim Dash for this opportunity, man, for this calling, man, for this ministry, man, for these brothers, man, for the spirit, for the word, man.
That's right. You know, hey, and like what the brother said, you know, you gotta draw near to the Heavenly Father with all your spirit. You know, you gotta be fully invested. Matter of fact, somebody hold Revelation 3:20. You know, because we gotta meet the Lord halfway. This ain't a thing of, you know, favoritism where, you know, God is in my, you know how these people are out here in the world. You know, God is you know, like he's your personal assistant. You know, that's how people treat the Lord out here. That ain't how it is in the truth. All right, you got to give the concerted effort to seek Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and confirm it in the spirit. So then he'll come in and he'll build you up from that point. Okay, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him.
And will sup with him. Now, that goes into, that's where you get the word supper from. All right, meaning he'll come through and he'll break bread with you in the spirit. Okay? He'll give you certain understandings spiritually to increase you. Okay?
So, for that word sup in my Bible, the word there for sup, it says to dine.
Woo! See? Hey, now that's a very, now notice if you ever had to dine with somebody, that's a very, very personal setting.
Right.
Okay? It's very personal, it's very intimate. Okay? You usually when people sit down and have dinner, they have real personal conversations. Okay? So that's the same thing that the Lord is equating here in Revelation, the 3rd chapter, where he says he'll come in and sup with us. Okay? Meaning he'll come and dine with us in the spirit. He'll establish that feast so we'll be able to eat of the bread of life. Okay? Which the bread of life is Yahweh Shai. Okay? And then he's going to give us the spiritual inspiration to continue to go forward. But hey, you got to draw to the Most High first. Okay? Now, I'm going to hit you with this. Even you being drawn to the Most High, he's even drawing you to him. Okay? Because the scripture say what? It says, Yahweh Shai said, no man can come unto me except my Father which is in heaven draw him to me. Right. So the Heavenly Father got to draw you to Yahweh Shai. And then you got to be that puppet on the string, man. You can't resist. You can't be dragging your feet when it comes down to when the Lord is pulling you towards Yahweh Shai. You got to be that puppet, man. You got to just do what he moving you to do. Yeah. Don't resist. You resist Satan. You don't resist the Lord, man. That's right. Okay. When Satan try to get you to do certain things, yeah, you put resistance up on that. When it comes to the Lord, you gotta be malleable, man. You know, you gotta be like a puppet for the Lord, man. When it comes to Satan, hey, not, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Is it more out?
Yeah, I'll read the next verse. Verse 21. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne.
And overcome what? The serpent. All right, that's what we're trying to overcome. We're trying to overcome the system of the serpent, okay? This established government under the elite ruling Edomites, known as the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Warburgs, the Oppenheimers, okay? These are the real rulers of the earth. Donald Trump don't run the earth. He's a face. He's the face for the corporation of America. He don't run the world, okay? The real ruling class families that run the world is a shadow government, man. Right. They behind the scene. Okay, let's get that in Isaiah 29 about the secret.
Finish this off.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Revelation 3:21. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame.
Yeah, you know, because hey, Yahushua overcame the wicked one, man. He was faced with that temptation after that 40-day fast, and he overcame the wicked one through resistance. Okay, so we must, you know, encapsulate that spirit in these times, because we're gonna be approached by Satan to try to get us to sell brothers out, try to get us to, you know, go off with a woman, you know, money, you know, opportunity, so on and so forth. We got to be strong enough mentally to resist that type of gesture, man. You know, that's because that's what the resistance of this evil society is what's going to bring us into the kingdom.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, and that goes back to the last topic two brothers was hitting on as far as being rooted, man. You know, so a brother that's firmly rooted in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, these things that's going to come, it's not going to phase you, man. You know, you got to put up, like you say, you got to put that resistance against Satan, man. But it comes with getting rooted in the truth now, man. So when that time comes, you won't be all shaking and rattling and thinking and second guessing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, second guessing the spirit.
Yep.
You just fully rooted, man.
Yeah, because right now in the spirit, the rulers of darkness are conspiring how to break us up, because they understand the concept of what? Divide and conquer. They understand that concept to a T. So what they're doing is they understand the bond that we have is so strong that they got to come with a sharp knife to try to cut that bond. But it won't. That knife is gonna be dull. When it comes down to the bond of the elect, which Yahushua, the Word, the Holy Spirit is the glue. When it comes down to the men of the Lord being brought back and bonded in the spirit, the approach by Satan is going to be a dull approach, because he's not going to be able to pluck out the hand of the Lord. Whatever the Lord put in his hand, he won't be able to take from it. Okay? So that's why we got to be in the spirit now of building ourselves up to be able to resist that temptation that Satan is going to come with. And when you resist the temptation, that brings forth what? It brings forth morality. Okay? Because where there's no temptation, there's no morality. How can your morals be tried if you're not being tempted? You see what I'm saying? How can your morals be put to the test if it's not being tested, if it's not being tried?
Right.
How you gonna be a man of patience if you're not being tempted to lack patience?
Right.
So by us resisting the temptation of America, is going to bring us into that good character in which the Lord is looking for. Okay?
Reach that real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right. Prepare. Meaning get ready. Okay? Meaning when you prepare something, you do something. You're doing that before the actual event. Okay? When you let's say you work in a restaurant. Before you open it up to the public, what you got to do? You got to prepare the shop. You got to prep. You got to set the drinks up. You got to turn the machines on. You got to set the lines up. You got preparation work that you got to do before the actual doors open. So that's what the Lord is telling us to do. You know, prepare your mind for the temptation that's to come. And what's the big temptation? The RFID microchip.
Yeah.
Okay. Now by us resisting that chip, that's going to bring forth the great character and virtue and morality, man. And that's really what the Lord is instilling in us. Good values and characters and ethics, man. Spiritual.
Resistance.
Okay, resistance. Okay. So therefore, we gotta what? We gotta go to the Lord. So Yahweh Shai will sup with us, give us the spiritual nutrients we need in order to inherit the kingdom with Him. Because the Lord is not just gonna pull a two-bit nigga into the kingdom of heaven with Him. Okay?
Right.
You got to be of like mind. The Lord is looking for men that carry His like mind, the same energy as Him. So that's why He comes in and sup with you, to put you up on game. All right? You got to see how you cut your steak. No, how you cut no steak. You cut it like this. All right? Don't put your elbows out the tail. You got to see your etiquette, so he can sharpen you up. You know? So that's why He comes in and sup with us. But guess what? You got to meet Him halfway. Okay? Now, did you have any more to that?
No.
Matter of fact, get Romans 1:17. I still want you to hold Isaiah, Isaiah 29 and 15 about the secret nigga. Okay? Get that Romans 1:17 real quick.
I got it real quick.
Whoever.
Romans 1:17, for therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed from faith to faith.
See? So as you increase in the faith of Yahweh Bashim Shai, he reveals more righteousness unto you. All right? And that righteousness comes with a level of morality. Okay? You got to practice better. We all got to incorporate good daily habits into our regimen. All right? But that's what rulers and people that get ready to rule the world, that's what they do. They have good patterns. Okay? They have a good pattern. They wake up at a certain time. They go to sleep at a certain time. They make their bed. They wash their face, brush their teeth. They do things. It's a clean regimen, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay. So the righteousness of the Heavenly Father is revealed as you increase in the faith. All right. The Lord gives you. As a matter of fact, too. Real quick, somebody pull up on their smartphone the etymology of the word morality. Let's get into the morality of the scriptures, okay? Because it could be men out here that know a lot of precepts, they know the knowledge, but they lacking in the morality department. Okay, they don't have good morals. All right, they don't know how to say the water out for opening up your house. You know, hey, the water out for doing this for me. Hey, brother, you need that, you need this. Okay, so it's a code of ethics that we got to carry when we in this truth, and the Lord is going to reveal that to us from faith to faith. That's why like the brother Yadai was going into earlier about being rooted, because when you rooted, you grow in the spirit, and you come up on a level in your belief.
Right.
You know, you believe more. Like you should believe more now than you did last year.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and last year at this point in time, you should have believed more than the year before. Okay? Because you got to grow in the belief.
That grows, right?
You know? It's faith to faith, remember.
That's right.
All right? So faith is a spirit that actually grows. Okay? So you got to grow with the spirit of faith. All right? Keep going, huh?
It says, okay. For the wrath of the Most High, oh wait, no. It says, as it is written, the just shall live by faith.
As it is written, the just shall live by faith. And that's the key point. Okay? One thing that I've noticed being in this truth is you will not make it if you don't have genuine faith.
Right.
Okay? You will not make it, man. All right? You won't last long if your faith is not genuine. Okay?
Well, say what Hebrews 11. Without faith, it's impossible. Right. You don't have that element of faith that gives you faith, then you pretty much done deal.
You know? And that's the important. You know? So they hold Ephesians 2. Ephesians 2 and 7. You know? And that's a very important aspect. That's one of the most important aspects in the walk. Is faith. Okay? Faith unlocks crazy spiritual powers, man. Yeah. All right? Peter walked on the water because he what? Because he believed he could. He started to sink because what? He began to doubt. So faith is very, very, very pivotal when it comes down to salvation. All right? And that's where the Lord is going to divide the house of Israel through faith, man. Right. Because a lot of Israelites out here, they going out here, they popping off with the mouth, breaking the scriptures down wrong, acting as if they somebody, but inwardly they don't fully believe. So when that hour of temptation comes, a lot of people that call themselves Israelites gonna drop the ball, man.
Yeah, a lot of them are parents.
Yeah, parents. Like you went to the video yesterday, I watched a little bit of it. Going to basically getting out of the parent
mindset,
state of mind, man. Yeah, you know, you really gotta understand what you're getting involved with, man. When a so-called white man apply that pressure, you know, what you basically been building up in this time is gonna be put to the test, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, a parent don't have a life story. He in the cage all day. But he can talk, he can communicate, he can say certain words that's taught to him, but ask him to break it down. Ask him what does it mean?
Right.
He don't know. And that gotta be the difference of the spirit that we must carry in these latter times. We gotta confirm it spiritually as to what we really reading, man. What we really professing and what we really claiming. All right? It gotta be inward. Okay? It gotta be inside of you. Right. And you gotta believe it. And that comes through the spirit of what? Studying, praying, all of the spiritual resources that the Lord got set up leads you further and further down the path of faith. Okay? Which that word is loosely used in America, faith. A lot of people don't know what they got faith in.
Right.
They don't even know who they are. They don't know what they stand for. Only thing they know is they got money. That's it. So a lot of you people are living a fabricated life because of what you got in your wallet, man.
Right.
Okay? When that financial resource is taken away from you Americans, when that convenience is taken away from you Americans, you ain't gonna know who you are. You ain't gonna know what you built on, what type of foundation you got established. You don't know. But the men of the Lord are men of the Lord with or without money, with or without convenience, with or without a woman. They rooted, and that's the difference, because we abide by a standard. We have a foundational piece in which we've rooted ourselves in, and therefore that gives us identity. A lot of these people out here don't know who they are.
Right.
And they're gonna find out real soon when the Lord exposes America. A lot of you, the inhabitants of America, is gonna be exposed right along with the government. Okay? So let's get into that shadow government, man.
That thigh is being revealed.
Yep. Let's get into that shadow government that's conspiring against you American citizens. While you over there eating your soup and your salad. And then, oh yeah, morality, real quick. Let's get that word morality real quick, man.
This is the word morality from the late 14th century. It says moral qualities, virtue of conduct, or thought.
Yeah, it says what? Moral value. A lot of people out here don't have moral value. They don't have, they open themselves up to everything. I'll be open-minded. No, it's low morals.
Right.
Being open-minded equates low morals.
Okay. What is it? Liberal?
Okay.
Opens you up to demons.
Right, liberal. And we're closed-minded individuals. All right, we've closed ourselves and encapsulated ourselves to the scriptures of Yahweh Bashim Shah.
Right.
We don't open ourselves up to all of this foolishness and this madness out here, because that equates low morality, and that's a sign of a country that's about to be destroyed. Low morals. Okay?
That's right.
That's what happened with Israel. The morals got low. The Lord cast you out the land. Low morality, man. Idol worship. Just eating any kind of food. That's low morals, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says moral instructions. Moral character.
Moral character. Okay? Moral character. So you want to build a character in the spirit that's upright. Okay? Now I want somebody to get this real quick, because now we're going into what? We're going into moral character, uprightness, so on and so forth. Get 1 Corinthians 5 and 8, and then get the word leaven in there. Okay? Get the blue letter, bubble shop. First Corinthians 5 and 8, and I want you to pinpoint the word leaven. It's going to the scripture to understand it. You know, because that's a sign of America. America's leavened up. America's puffed all the way up. It's leavened up. Okay, go ahead, bro. This is 1 Corinthians 5 and 8. Matter of fact, started on 7. Just read 6. That's it. Just read the verse 6. 1 Corinthians 5 and 6. Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Right, so the scriptures say a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Now let's see what the word leaven means in that precept.
It says, in the Greek, is zuma, and it says, of invite.
It says invertebrate mental. Go ahead.
It says of invertebrate mental and moral corruption.
What?
Of invertebrate mental and moral corruption.
So America's puffed up. Yep. They got leaven in them. All over America, these people are puffed up because they're morally corrupt. They don't have a moral code, a system where they just pass. Now all of a sudden, now people are starting to see that the morale is low here, because you had this girl that was I guess she's an athlete, and it was a transgender in the locker room with her, and she felt uncomfortable. Hey, well, that's because America has low moral code. All right, and that's gonna equate to America just utterly being destroyed, man.
I would say that's why the scriptures always commonly compare Babylon the Great to Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah followed that same pattern, man.
That's right.
Society basically got so wicked, man. Lord, hey, look, I just had rain fire from the heavens, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's following in that same pattern. You know.
Yeah, it says, hey, and that's the Americans went way past Sodom and Gomorrah.
They surpassed, yeah.
They did. I'm talking about America got the torch and took off with that wicked shit. You know, they like fucking Usain Bolt with wickedness, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Niggas is gone. Damn, bro, y'all doing that too? It's so much wickedness in America, you can't even keep up with it. Niggas is out, bro. I'm talking about gone with that shit, like, bro.
Hey,
you know?
One of the elders was bringing out, nigga, Elias Shawama, about how in 10 states, you know, you basically could marry an animal, man, and that's legal, man. Like in 10 states, you can go there. Yeah, I want to marry my horse.
Yeah.
You know, y'all husband and wife, man.
That's crazy.
You know?
That's a damn shame. They treat animals better than damn people.
Yeah.
See a homeless man, oh, get out here, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, then you see a homeless dog. You know, it's I'm gonna feed the animals.
Yeah.
Hey, if I can say too, when you watch television, right? How many dead people do you see on TV versus how many dead animals?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
You don't see no dead animals. They value their lives more than they value ours.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. No, it was more to that. Go ahead,
It says, viewed in its tendency to infect others.
Yeah, see? And that's what the leaven of America is doing. It's infecting people, and they don't even know that they've contracted immoral cancer. Right. Okay? Immorally corrupt. All right? When you're morally strict, you know how to draw a fine line when it comes down to do's and don'ts. A lot of these people out here, man, they just go with the flow, man, because they don't have good moral character. Right. They eat with it. They just tearing up lobster, tearing up shrimp, tearing up crab, tearing up pork, alligator. Because you got low morals. That's why. But they don't know that they've been infected by the poison of the serpent. That's how they're gonna take care of it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why, like Paul brought earlier, Michael 10 said, "What lies on his heart? This is not your rest. It will what? This is pollution." That's talking about spiritually. You know, the part mentally out of the ways of America, man. That's right. People here, they've taken fast to this world, man. They all jacked up in their heads. Man.
Yeah. Hey, that's why the Lord expects. He expects more from us, man.
Yeah.
You know, He don't expect us to do the things that they do because we have a moral code in place. All right, we have the moral laws that's written that shows us how to carry ourselves on the planet Earth. That a lot of people they treat null and void. Okay, now let's get into you got something?
I would say, can I read the next verse?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is verse 7. It says, "Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened."
That's right. So the scriptures say, "Purge out therefore that old leaven, so you could be a new lump." Now, what is that old leaven? Your old ways, your old habits, the old things that you used to do that ain't upright according to the scriptures. You got to constantly purge and get rid of those things. So therefore, you can constantly grow in the spirit and incorporate better morals and uprightness, man. Okay?
That's right.
Through the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures.
That's right.
That's how we're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. You know, like I said earlier, 2-bit Negro ain't gonna crip walk into the kingdom. You know, just thinking you gonna drink wine with your Howard Shy, you a straight up and down Negro, man.
They even moonwalk into the kingdom.
Right. Yeah, moonwalk, you know, dance, you know, do the robot into the kingdom of heaven. It don't work like that, man. Okay? You gotta purge out. You gotta identify, you know, certain things within your spirit that's hindering you in this walk, and you got to get rid of it, man. All right, that's the trade-off. When the Lord come in and sup with you, He expects you to do these things.
That's right.
If He showed you how to cut a steak, then He requires you to know how to cut that steak. Next time you eat with it.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
if that analogy makes sense.
That's right.
You know, He's showing us proper table etiquette, so to speak. Okay, let's get that 2 Peter. Yep.
This is This is 2 Peter chapter 1. I'm sorry, let me get right to the point. Verse 5. It says, and beside this, giving all diligence.
Giving all diligence. All right? 2017 was what? The year of death, destruction, and diligence. So we still in that spirit of giving diligence, man. All right? No matter what role you play in the camp, you got to be diligent. For instance, like the brother on the other side of the camp, he's been diligently coming out. He ain't been showing signs of wavering. He's doing the work, you know, going back and forth. So you got to be diligent in whatever aspect, even when it come down to listening, man. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you don't hurt nobody in this truth but yourself, man. That's right. Okay? Regardless of if you disagree with what comes out in the spirit or not, it's still up to you to do the right thing. Okay? This ain't a thing of playing the blame game, man. That's what Jake like to do in this world, man. Because they don't fully agree with something, they ain't right. Then they go back to being a nigga. Hey, well, you still ain't excused for being a nigga. That's right. You know? You got to give the diligence, man. All right? If you want to make it into the kingdom of heaven and be considered worthy to be a joint heir with Yahweh Shai, then you got to give diligence, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. It's 2 Peter 1 and 5. And beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue. Add to your faith what, brother? Virtue. All right? So that means what? We're going to get the word virtue in that precept in the blue letter. If your brother can pull up, you got blue letter. Yeah, just go to 2 Peter 1 and 5, you can get the word virtue. All right, because we want to deal with being virtuous, which a lot of these women out here, that's a whole nother story, man. Not even going to open that damn Forrest Gump chocolate box.
Pandora's box.
Right. I ain't even going that route with you. Witches.
Yeah, close to it.
Don't get me started, man.
Another 2 hours.
Already loaded. Already loaded.
Speaking of the devil. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Oh, man, look at that.
This is virtue. A virtuous course of thought.
Yeah, see, a virtuous course of thought. Go ahead, brother.
Feeling and action.
Go ahead.
Virtue. Moral goodness.
What?
Moral goodness.
Oh, so hold on. So leaven was called what? Moral corruption. Yeah. Virtue is called what? Moral goodness. See? So now you got to see which one it is that you got to add and which one you got to get rid of. See? And that's on your plate.
Yeah.
It ain't on my plate.
Right.
It's on your plate. Okay? So if you've been leveling up spiritually and you ain't purging it out, then that means what? Morally, you ain't upright.
That's right.
You're becoming morally corrupt. And that's where you get these guys out here when they lead the camps. They go out and they start teaching things that they ought not to teach. They stop praying. They stop doing the work. They start smoking. They start doing all kind of morally corrupt things because they leavened up. And they don't practice that spirit of virtue. Okay? So that's something that you can incorporate in your prayers. That the Lord give you the spirit to be morally upright and virtuous. Okay? But this is deep what we're going into right here, man.
That's right.
You know? And the Lord ain't gonna come sup. It ain't gonna come and sup with a nigga at the table. They got grease all on his nose. You know, corn on the cob, all, you know, popping all up while you eating it. You know, not using a napkin. Yeah, spitting out because you trying to talk low. Be like, hey man,
smacking.
I'm out of here, man. Hey, yo, man, I'm not eating with this idiot.
Damn beast.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. Any particular moral excellence?
Oh man, it says any particular moral excellence. And like we've read the definition of morality, which we can, it's still some more in that etymology too. It says moral excellency, man. Okay? So that's something that we got to incorporate to the belief.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if you believe, then you're going to try to do what? Achieve. You believe, you achieve. So you're going to try to do what? You're going to try to incorporate moral excellency into your pattern, man.
Hey, like we always say, it's a common cliche, but we always say it's really what you're doing 6 days out the week, man. Not just Saturday go to camp.
Right.
On the highways and byways and crash out Esau and nigga woman.
it's also about what you're doing the other 6 days out the week, man. You're supposed to be incorporating these righteous habits, man.
That's right, bro.
You know, purging and trying to do things that's going to benefit your spirit, man.
That's right.
You know?
You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. Now that virtue takes time. It takes discipline. It takes effort. All right, because that don't come overnight. You got to actually develop that pattern, man.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to have vision. You got to know where you want to be, and you got to incorporate certain things in your life to get there.
Yeah.
Okay? You send them prayers up, and then you do what? Like we read, like the brother you died read earlier. Meet the Lord halfway. So you send them prayers up, but then you still got to put your best foot forward, so the Lord can give you that thrust. You know, that's where the moral excellency will come from. Which that's why America's morals and values are so. Americans have low morals. And what is it out? What's going on out here today? Festival or something? Those people got demons.
It's experience, it's
it gets a little warm. Got a little humidity in the air. All type of demons start. You know,
that leaven. All that leaven, because you know it's yeast in the air. So you breathe in yeast every day.
Yeah.
You can look it up online. You can look it up online. It's yeast in the air. So America's leavened all the way up. It's in the air. It's crazy how the hell you got yeast in the air, bro? You know America leavened up. They lit right now, man. They lit. They don't see no end to America, man. All right, man. But the lowly in heart, the humble, the meek, we see this place getting ready to go all the way down. And why is that? Because we got good morals.
Russia not Russia, but America just deployed the B-2 bombers, B-52, bombers. Russia.
Yeah.
And then you got Russia, you know.
They intercepted them.
Yep.
I saw that this morning.
Hey, war games, man.
Yeah, war game. Yep, strategies.
Hey, but who's looking? Niggas ain't looking. These people ain't looking that up. They over here Googling what's on Taz Montana's menu. Ain't worried about no B-52 bombers.
On the way here, I was looking up something that said the Midwest, all the farmland is totally flooded, and the farmers won't be able to recover. So they expecting food prices to double and triple by the end of the summer.
Hey, well, it was an article that actually came out a few months ago. They said they're seeing a striking increase in farmers that's committing suicide.
Wow.
Because this land is just not filling America, man.
Right.
This land is not producing the amount of produce that it did years ago, and it's causing a lot of people that got a lot of money invested into farming to commit suicide. Because they're not making money no more. The money is being made through genetically modified organisms. GMOs.
Fake meat.
Everybody buying from these local farms. They can't even get into these big stores. So they got to go to little corner stores, little organic stores, and be all expensive to try to compensate for the money that they ain't making. They got to spike their prices up, but then you got these people is off, man. You know. That is the leaven of America, man. All right. Hey, and we expecting something humongous to go down, man, soon, man.
Right.
You know, while everybody's out here just enjoying their time, I'm gonna be real with you, man. You know, I don't like to see people enjoying their goddamn time.
Right.
You know, I be waiting for nigga to choke, waste his juice.
You have a heart attack around the spot.
Yeah, woman get around something. You know, because they got to get equated with that income.
I got something for you, bro.
Go ahead,
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's right. Hey, I can't remember who brought it out, but it was a good analogy.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord is coming like a thief. Because why? Because they stole from the Lord. They stole his treasures. That was a good point. So he gonna come back as a thief, and he gonna snatch. I think it was bars off. He gonna come back and he gonna snatch us up out of America quick, man. But that's how they did us. You know. So the Lord coming like a thief at night, and thieves don't come announced. They come unannounced.
That's how bad Yahweh Shai is. He's coming announced. But they don't have the ability to measure the time. You know, we do. We don't know the exact day, but we though we getting close by measuring the time,
Yeah.
he's coming now and still gonna steal all this.
Still gonna go snatch up the elect.
That's
man.
crazy. That's crazy.
And he's gonna get rid of, and the Lord is gonna get rid of all of you fake Jews in Israel.
Oh, right.
You know, according to Bible prophecy, the land of Israel is going to be nuked.
That's right. That's right.
All right. The scripture say the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, go ahead, bro.
One more verse. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. Going into these people out here and
yeah,
we hate seeing this shit.
Oh, absolutely.
1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Yeah, Donald J. Trump is the man. He got that wall built. You know, we've closed out the immigrants. It's, you know, the job market is just sprawling.
Right.
As soon as they think everything is good, everything is fixed, the economy is just exactly where we want it to be, Sue Helen. Then guess what? Boom! Sudden destruction, man.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Crazy, chaotic nuclear missile just went off in Seattle, Washington. Everybody take cover. We're under martial law. That's it. When that event happened, that's it. It's time to get it in, man. Okay. So we hasten the day to where we don't see you Edomites living in a good condition, man.
That's right.
No gas, nigga. Zero gas. Unleaded my ass. Okay. What is a car? What is a house? What is exercise? Nothing. Nothing is nothing.
Hey, because
like it's real life then. You know what I'm saying?
And I can say that's when it's our time to rejoice.
That's right, bro.
That's why we don't like saying Jesus, man, because we ready to.
That's
Absolutely.
Right, that's right.
Hey, because they get a kick out of seeing us in demise.
Yeah.
Right? They painted a picture and they've used our demise as comedy.
Right.
They've used us being destroyed and broken down as comical.
Yeah.
So when they time comes, when Lord willing, somebody over there chokes on a steak,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep it pushing.
Big bison burger.
Yeah, you know, to hold it down, you know, see if we can get up out of there. If not, you know, we're gonna hold on this way now. Get your comrades, do what they need to do. If they can't do it, then you know, it is what it is.
That's right.
You know, that sudden destruction is coming on a whole. So I'm just being funny. You know, being funny. You know, but at the end of the day, I would love to see that. Yeah. You know?
Read and finish it out.
Yep.
1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child,
That's
and
right.
they shall not escape.
And they shall not escape. Beautiful precept, man. Okay? So these people are not going to escape the wrath of the Heavenly Father, man. They're going to have to drink of it. Okay?
I can finish real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Then we're going to get the precept, the thing y'all had, then we're going to wrap it up.
Okay, it's basically going to the topic of basically the Lord coming like a thief in the night. He's going to catch these people off guard, man. They ain't going to see it coming, man. This is Ecclesiastes 9:12. For a man knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare.
Hey, that's bad. The scripture say what? A man knoweth not his time. Okay? Hey, if you living in darkness and in that spirit of sin, hey, you can get God at any moment. You can get God at any moment, man. Okay? Hey, but I tell you, I hit you with this. The elect of Israel, they protected in all things.
Right.
Through predestination.
That's right.
All right? So the elect is predestined to be protected in the times to come. Okay?
That's right.
That's why the scripture say what? No torment shall touch them. All right?
That's right.
The torment is going to come back onto the hands of those that's passed it out, which it wasn't us.
Right. That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So that torment that's going to come in these times very soon is going to come back to the same nation of people that dealt it. All right?
That's right.
And that's facts. Go ahead, bro.
Factual. It's, I'll read back again. It says, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time.
Yeah, so as a fish, just as a fish is casually swimming, next thing you know, that net just come out of nowhere.
Yep.
Got him.
Yep.
You know, that's how the Lord is comparing you American citizens. He's he's allowing you to just kick it so hard. I mean, you Americans are kicking it harder than I ever seen you really kick it. I'm talking about the level of kicking that these Americans is doing it right now. They is straight up and down chilling. They chilling so hard that we over here prophesying against them, and they ain't even mad. That's how hard they're kicking it, bro.
It's right over there eating. Right over eating.
Like it's like ain't nothing going on, bro. Walking past us. If they was really back in that real spirit, man, they'll be going in on us. But they super chilling right now, and that's the Lord doing that to them.
Yeah, Lord doing it.
He giving them their little consolation, you know, relaxation, you know, nice houses, technology. He's giving them all of the things just to chill. And I'm talking about hard, bro. I'm talking about East, bro. Esau is cold chilling right now, man. But guess what? That's just like that little fish they got caught in the net. No, he was just maneuvering on the daily routine.
Yep.
Got him. It's coming to America, right?
I don't know. Last part of the verse. It says, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time when it falleth suddenly upon them.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen. Suddenly, you know, this system is going to crumble, and those of you that are fully attached and engaged to the system, you're going to fall with it.
That's right.
Okay? You're going to fall with it, man. You know? Let's say if you got something, let's say you got something on the shelf, and let's say it fall off the shelf, and if it's anything attached to that thing that fall on the shelf, it's coming with it.
It's coming down with it. That's right.
It's gonna come right down with it. It's gonna fall right along with it. Okay? So that's why we've detached from the leaven, and we've attached to the virtue, to the faith, so that we can, when the Lord comes back, we latched on to Him in the spirit, not America. Which a lot of these people out here are attached to America, and I'm talking about that know that they Israelites.
Yeah.
They American Israelites. Okay? When America go down, some of you Israelites gonna go down with it.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless the Lord have mercy on you and your family, you're gonna go right down with America because you've tried to incorporate or merge that American spirit with the truth, and it don't mix. Okay? Right. So let's get that precept you had.
All right, this is Job 20 and 22.
Go ahead.
And it says, in the fullness of His sufficiency,
Go ahead.
He shall be in straits.
Yeah, in the fullness of His sufficiency, man. All right? When He feel as if His enterprise is going right, everybody's getting chipped. You know, we got, you know, we broke down Israel. All right? You know, we got GMS. You know, everybody's in concentration camps. We got the enterprise rolling out. Everything is going to be looking good. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Okay? Because that's just the build-up moment to the grand finale. Okay? The grand finale of this whole story that we're living in is America being wiped out from the Atlantic to the Pacific. Right. That's the grand finale. So everything else is just a build-up. Okay? To that that's where all roads, all paths lead to the destruction of America. Okay? All paths lead to it. Man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, when He is about to fill His belly, the Most High shall cast fury of His wrath upon him.
That's right. So the fury is going to come back upon this place because this is a very furious nation. Okay? This is a very, just angry with everybody. Nothing is right. Everybody is wrong except you. Here it is, you destroyed the images of R. Kelly and Michael Jackson. Nobody's saying nothing about Kevin Spacey.
Right.
You know, what's his dude's name? Weinstein.
Harvey.
Harvey Weinstein. What's up with Robert Kraft? What's up with these guys? Oh, but everybody, you know, Michael Jackson, we want to remove him from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because he's a child molester. Hey, but then
how long now?
Right,
10 years, 11 years, been dead.
But then these people out here be doing it 1,000. What about Nambla? Do it 1,000 times worse, and nobody says anything because the Lord is allowing these people to just chill and relax. Because when that judgment comes, it's gonna get you out your seat, boy. Woo! It's gonna get you out your seat, man. You know? And we talking about serious judgment, man. For the amount of treachery, chaos, and hate that you've dealt to the nations. It's coming right on back. It's coming right back. Just know that. You ain't gotta believe nothing we saying, but know that there's a payment for everything.
That's right. That's right.
All right? There's a trend, there's a payment plan for everything. Okay? And we laughing. We ain't mad. You know? Because we already know what's going to happen to America.
That's right.
All right? The laws of karma. It's a payment plan. Judgment. It's coming to America. All right?
Esau not gonna be able to make installment payments.
Yeah.
He gonna need it all at once.
You paying in full.
You got to pay it all at one time. And that payment is going to be this whole country, this great land, you know, from the New York Islands to the Rocky Mountains. You know, all of that going to be wiped out, bro.
That's right.
Wiped out. Thus saith the Bible.
That's right.
Okay?
Yep.
Was it any more?
A little bit more. And it says,
Sometimes you got to let them have it.
what you was going into right here, because it says, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating.
While he's what?
Eating.
Yeah. Damn. So the Lord said he's going to rain it upon them while they're eating.
Literally.
Okay? And that's what's happening now. That fire coming out on them while they eat.
Right.
And we don't care.
Snatch that
You know how
plate
many
away.
meals they've messed up of ours?
Right.
Right.
We at least let us get one.
Bring it out.
Can we mess up one of your meals? You messed up millions of ours. You know? So with that, hey, we're gonna close it out. You know, a judgment is coming to America. It's gonna be quick, it's gonna be vicious, it's gonna be violent, and the Lord is gonna put the spirit on them Russians to launch their nuclear missiles on America and wipe it out. Thus saith the Bible. That's right. With that, we're gonna close it out, giving all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadesh.
all right, double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone.